Live. You couldn't hear me at first because I was going through the desktop audio. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Scarred Lands, the game that everybody likes to watch for some reason. Well, maybe not today. We got like nobody watching, probably because they forgot that this game even exists because it's been 2 weeks. That's okay. They'll remember. Oh, they'll remember. And now
Oh,
Corinne's
they'll
camera's different.
remember.
We're
Uh-oh.
just doing great
What?
here.
I didn't do anything.
What a day.
That's all right. I can go into OBS and fix it. No one will have to know. Perfect.
Starts
Fantastic.
out as great as per usual.
So as you guys can all see, Sweeta's still not here. In fact, she won't be back because her work is awful, which means we do have a game opening. It looks like we might be poaching / borrowing someone from Chromatic Chimera, which is going to be cool. So another player. Hi, Plastic Age plays. It's our good friend Travis. Hey, Travis, guess what? We're playing the good hosts. I was going to try to do a different game, but I was like, screw it. I'll just get the game Travis suggested. So it's going to be fun. So, spoilers to the players who are playing. This is non-canon, but the experience is canon, and you may or may not get to keep any items and stuff.
Are we going to wake up as if from a dream, but suddenly we'll be stronger?
If you all live. This is one where
the story's not
Awesome.
canon, but the deaths are for real.
no, if you die in the game, you don't.
You die
this
in
setting-
real
For
life.
real.
No,
Oh my God.
in this playthrough. So here's how we're gonna do it. If you guys die in this, you're not gonna die in the main game, but any experience and items and anything from this you won't get. So if you die in this adventure, you will be level 6 at the beginning of the next book, and you will be behind. We'll slowly catch you up so that by maybe halfway through the book you'll be the same level, but you'll start off at 6, whereas the survivors will start at 7, because this this adventure path is very gonna kill you heavy. They even
Awesome.
have like for weaker groups do this, and a lot of them I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like looking at them, I'm like, that's a high CR for these boys. So it's gonna be fun.
Evan, you're really throwing the kimono open on this one.
Hey, you don't know what you're
So-
fighting and dying for, but
He really hates us.
if you die, you're dead.
So, I would like for all of you to try and keep me alive. Risk
Always.
yourselves for me.
Always have.
No,
Try.
I
no,
took
you're-
Shield Master with a
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
You're
he did take
interpreting
Shield Master
the
this time.
wrong way. What he just said is he just gave us carte blanche to make our deaths as epic as possible today.
No, what I really did is just make this a PvP game, because what's going to happen is you're going to
Oh
get to
my
the end of the game
Oh my God.
and go, who's
Even
keeping
better.
the loot?
I can't
And
even
you're going to
find.
fight and kill each
I
other.
can't even find the kimono anymore. It's
I
been
volunteer
parted
as
so
tribute.
wide.
Hunger Games.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Well, we're all going to die. If
So
we
where
don't
we-
die
where
from
we
the
dropping,
monsters,
boys?
we'll kill each
Get on
other.
the bus.
Well, that is a good question. Oh shoot, I don't have the actual. I gotta find the full Scarred Lands map, because you know what? I should probably show you guys where you're dropping, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
please.
what if we all die? Then we're all behind.
Okay, I have a few without names. Are either of those it? They aren't. So everybody open your Scarred Lands book to page 74.
Jeez.
Travis says that they may have been in a sadistic phase when they were putting these adventures together.
Yeah, Travis is
Good.
yeah, so when Travis like pitched this, he pitched it as if like, oh yeah, this is one a friend of mine did. You might like it, and then the first name on
Awesome.
the fucking credits is Travis. And I'm like, oh okay, but no, he made the adventuring path that this is like an additional thing, like an additional one-off for. But all right, so
Hey, can I get that page number again, my dude?
oh what for? Oh, I was kidding.
54.
Oh, well,
It's the sorcerer page.
So I can actually just hold it
from
up.
the Scarred Lands
So you
book, where
see
it
here
explains
in Scarred Lands,
different
everybody
type
look at
of
your
sorcery.
camera. I'm holding up the
Alright.
physical
Yeah.
book. You see right here?
yeah.
You see that
Oh.
lake, the blood basin?
Uh-huh.
You guys are coming up from the south into the blood basin.
Cool.
For
Nice.
reference,
Awesome.
you guys are normally way over here.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
basically no travel distance.
By the way,
Alright.
I'd like to say that map looks really nice.
It's
in
a
the
very
Yeah,
book.
it's a
nice
very
map.
nice looking map.
Like,
Very
I already have this on PDF, and then I looked at the book, and I'm like, I'm buying this book. It's a
Yeah, I'm
nice
thinking
freaking
we
book.
really don't even need Roll20 anymore. We could just do this all by Bevan
Yeah,
holding up
let's-
pictures
Yeah,
from the
just
book.
hold up pictures from the
Yeah.
book.
I'll
Let's
hold up.
roll
I'll
on
just
camera as
I'll
well.
just write numbers on
Oh,
the
Yeah.
thing and be like 6. What does that 6 mean? You figure it out, losers.
Yeah, means you failed your deck save, nerd.
Yeah.
Damn.
So this is going to mean nothing to the players, but I'm putting you on the page for later. This tiny room with one little square. The viewers can't see it, so don't worry.
Well, that's a tiny room with one little square, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. So,
So,
we're gonna.
Bevan?
Yeah.
Are there going to be any monsters from Volos?
From what?
From Volos Guide to Monsters? Just asking.
From Volos?
Yeah, just asking for a friend.
No, in
So I can
fact,
look them up beforehand.
no. In fact, all of these monsters are actually in the Scarred Lands book.
Damn it.
Nice.
So only Victor can cheat.
Physically
Yes.
cheat. You all
Physically
have these
cheat.
in paper. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor, no cheating.
All right, so you guys are approaching this lake from the south for some miraculous reason. You don't know why, but you also don't think anything is weird about it because it's, you know. The dry
Okay.
grass of the steppe dies away close to the riverbank, and the ground is coated in a layer of thick, rich mud. It's a deep crimson color, as appealing and out of place as old blood. The river must have burst its banks at some point in the recent past, and when it did, the substance that flooded the land around it was not exactly water. There's a research station. Oh yeah, you guys are trying to find a research station. Man, you can tell I only woke up like a half hour ago, like right before we started doing this.
Okay.
But yeah, you
We're
guys
looking
are going
for
to
a
find it.
research station.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Dixon balls out on stream, guys. I look really bad at this. No, I just was at the reading part, and I'm like, read, read, read. No, you a nearby village that you guys passed through on your little adventure while you're looking at work mentioned that you haven't received a monthly order of supplies from this local research station, and they're like, we kind of need that money, so if you want to go and check in on them, that would be great. So anyway, the river must have burst its banks at some time in the recent past. Look,
Yeah.
this is definitely a you do not know why who you
Yeah,
are.
You're doing great, Bevan. Just keep going. This is good.
You do not know who you are or why you are here. All you know
Yeah,
is
it's
you
good.
must kill.
Yes.
The river must have burst its banks at some time in the recent past, and when it did, the substance that flooded the land around it was not exactly water. The research station is just where it's supposed to be, but there's not much left. A few buildings half collapsed where the floodwaters hit them. Broken wood, metal, and glass tangled up on the bank. From this distance, at least, it appears unoccupied.
Ah, yes. Viewers, join us tonight as the Scarred Lands crew investigates pollution.
Yeah, essentially.
Nice.
Like,
APA is going to have a field day with this one.
who spilled all of this ketchup?
Well, if you want to do a nature or an intelligence check, you can see
Yes,
what kind of
please.
ketchup this is.
I would like to, but I'm not very good at it, so I'll let the
Hey,
others do
I suck
that.
at both of these.
Oh.
Hey,
Coming in hot. All right.
it's me.
Kind of.
Oh, hey, I'm actually okay at nature.
What kind of region is this in?
I rolled
Uh,
awfully, but I'm okay at it.
It's one where if you had rolled lower than what you did, I would have told you to re-roll.
Okay.
But
cool.
since there's no criticals for skills, people, it doesn't matter. So that 12 is more than good enough.
Right.
So Adam, you are aware that this is blood from the Blood Sea. And you are familiar with this, and I like how the book puts it, natural phenomenon of the river that normally leads out from this lake into the Blood Sea, occasionally reverses flow and like sucks up some blood from the Blood Sea, and it kind of sits in there for a few months, and then it kind of like dissipates out. So kind of like when the Great Lakes have their like like red tide every once in a while. So characters familiar with this phenomenon, which you guys aren't. So I'm not going to read that
Ibram,
for you. Well,
what
Ibram
manner
is.
of what manner of pollution is this?
Blood from the Blood Sea.
So the blood salmon are coming to
Interesting.
lay eggs this time of year.
No,
Yes.
that's not what that means.
The blood salmon have
The blood
worked their
salmon.
ways up the river and are blood spawning in the blood pools.
The sign of
Ah,
mating
yes.
for blood
Which is all
hawks, I see.
perfectly normal.
The
No reason
blood
for concern.
salmon
Means-
spawn. It's
Which means that the
We've
blood
read about
bears are going to be
that.
having a field day.
oh, the blood bears.
Um,
that sounds really scary.
Adam also knows from his adventure, and you know what, Solemn? I want you to roll a D20, and if you get
Ooh.
15 or higher, you also just remember this.
D20. Oh, that's cool.
Well, it's kind of cool.
You
Ah,
don't
well.
remember it.
You were so close.
So Adam, you
Mm.
remember you've probably traveled up here once or twice in your younger days before you settled down in the Southwest.
Mhm.
You know that there are teams of geomancers and engineers that are trying to dam this river so that the blood stops getting on damming that blood basin. Because every time it happens, Titans spawn from the Blood Sea, get washed
yeah.
in there, and it's kind of shitty. Otherwise, this would be a nice freshwater lake
The
in
blood
a-
salmon.
in an
Titan
otherwise
spawn.
awful place to live.
Okay.
So,
Well, I share that information.
it was supposed to be secret privilege.
I assume someone didn't want that. As it looks.
Yeah, so the research station that you guys appeared, it's made up of 3 single-story timber wood buildings, or at least, what's still up. And they're all in various stages of disrepair. The flood washed away a lot of the dirt and mud around the foundations, so some of the sections have collapsed. There's wood that's soaked in this blood water, and it's really, really nasty. There are 3 buildings. One is a 60 by 30 foot longhouse. The other is a 40-foot square building, and it seems to be made out of more, solid materials. And it's got nice glass windows. It looks like this might have been the laboratory. And then there's a small 10 by 15 foot shed.
Well, this is all.
This is going to
very
be theater of the
gross.
mind because there's no combat for a while. When there is combat, I'll move you to a combat map.
This is all
Okay.
very gross. I say we just not.
Well, we should, but we should also be on the lookout because if this area flooded from the Blood Sea, there's probably going to be Titan spawn wandering around. So
Yes,
let's
the
just
blue
keep our
bears.
heads on a swivel and take a look around this compound.
You're not going to voluntarily take negatives on your passive perception check? You're not going to
What?
walk around with your eyes closed?
Well,
You're going to keep your head on a swivel.
I mean,
That means you get to roll perception and advantage.
Yeah, no.
whoa.
So which of these 3 buildings sounds most appealing first? Oh, and I will point out it is very stinky because there's, Titan blood
Blood.
everywhere. And there are flies and mosquitoes, and it's kind of
Ugh.
gross.
nothing I'm not used to by walking around necromancers all day.
Look, it's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
been like 5 or 6 years since you did that. It's kind of like when I go back on a farm. At first, I'm not like, oh, cow stink. I don't care because it's been a while.
Sousa finds a way to tie some cloth around her snaky face to
Keith goes,
keep out the smell.
check this out, and he tries to. Oh, is Keith with you? That's up to you guys.
I say yes.
Yeah, probably.
Why not?
Okay, I will put him on any combat page we have.
If you must.
You'll probably be happier with him,
Yeah.
And hey, if Keith dies, it's not canon, so he's
Hmm.
totally safe this adventure.
unless
Sure.
maybe Keith's stats are canon. I
Oh,
keep
no.
forgetting
All
that
rules.
when I modified Keith.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
That last time I saw Keith, I had him as a large creature, so every time I drag Keith out, I have a big old Keith face just smiling that goofy Keith smile at me.
Though I would say we check out the laboratory first.
You're gonna check
Be
out
our point of interest.
the laboratory.
I
Alrighty.
second that motion.
Be
So
on
the
the lookout for
laboratory
any
is
dogs.
is relatively close to the riverbank, so you can tell the reason this was near the riverbank was because they were studying the water. There's no reason for these guys to go more than 10 feet to and from the riverbank. This riverbank that regularly floods every few years. Why would we put this house farther away? That's crazy talk. So the wall nearest to the riverbank is partially collapsed and the roof has fallen in.
Hmm.
The flooded, gross, nasty wreckage has it's like got a library's worth of waterlogged and unreadable papers. Like the amount of paper waste that's in there, it's making
It's an
Crime.
environmental disaster.
yeah, it's
Just on
making
so many levels.
Al Gore is crying right
Yes.
now. Twisted glass and metal instruments suggest that they were doing a lot of engineering and arcane stuff, but most of these instruments are all broken and tangled on the riverbank, so a lot of them washed out.
Okay. This is not supposed to happen, is it?
That
I mean,
happens every once in a
the
while.
river, they are scientists, they are aware that this river floods.
Yes, but this is probably more. I mean, you can do a nature check or a knowledge or nature history.
I'm gonna try.
Can we all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess you all can go for it.
I'm gonna try with
finally rolled
history.
well
There
on
we go.
nature.
This is
What?
sick.
You spin us a yarn. See who's
I'm not gonna survive today.
Yes.
I have a +5 on nature. I think this is literally the first time I've rolled well for nature this
Nice.
entire adventure.
Is Ibram like, I already rolled one?
I see the 24 there. It's fine.
So you're like, well, this doesn't happen like regularly. There's no way for them to predict it. That's part of the reason these guys are here. Since you can't predict it, they want to find a way to just prevent the issue from happening. So probably when this first started, they were like, woo, great, new stuff to study. And then they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then, everything all got washed up and destroyed.
Well, it seems like it was probably outside of what they were expecting. There's no real way to judge how much is going to flood, what's going to show up. I think it's what they were trying to study and they just, lost.
Yes. Preparedness is all, and they were not prepared. Let's see if we can find them.
All right.
They could not.
Well, you guys do come to the conclusion that you could probably salvage some of these engineers' tools for gold. So roll 3d6 times 10.
All of us? Or
No,
one
just
of
one
us?
person.
Okay, I was
You
like, that
guys
seems
Corinne.
weird.
choose who's going to be the gold giver.
Corinne, go
decider.
for it.
Me? I don't know if you
Yeah.
want to trust me with that. I just rolled really well. That I might.
Here, I got you. Let me
Yeah.
cook that up for you.
So you guys find 80 gold worth of engineers' tools. And Adam, since you rolled for that, why don't you roll an Arcana check?
Oh, good.
Do we see any bodies, by the way?
Hey.
What you get? A 19. Well, there you go.
Damn.
So you actually find
Pretty good.
160 gold piece worth of tools. You find,
Nice.
a few that you're like, oh hell, these calipers are, I just need to go. But there, damn, it's good, it's fine. And here, no, you don't see any bodies at all.
Let's
That's a
go.
bit
Alright.
that's strange.
That would
Yeah.
make me feel bad about looting this place.
The lack of dead
I'm
bodies.
sure- I'm sure once we find
I
the-
don't want to steal from dead people. That's just weird.
If they're just missing,
If
it's better
they
to
are
steal
dead.
It's
from
like
them.
we're gonna bring it to them or whatever.
Oh
All right, let's,
yes, we're definitely going to bring it to them. We'll find them. We'll return their belongings, etc. So on and so forth.
Let's go ahead and
Still.
look in the next building.
All
Also, I guess I should, just the gold gets distributed evenly
Well, yeah,
and fairly.
We're gonna distribute. All right, man. So these pliers are worth about 50 gold.
All right, everybody, pull up a chair. This is gonna take a few minutes, but trust me, it'll be worth
Monsters,
it.
stay.
Not
Wait.
interested.
We have math to do.
It's not gonna flood again, right? Same hubris of the
I mean,
scientists.
I know it's unpredictable and no one knows how it happens, but
But it literally just happened. Like, it won't happen Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's check out
Seven
this next building.
All right, we're gonna say you guys go to the living quarters, which,
That sounds
while it's
good.
the furthest from the water, it's kind of like you're going clockwise, or
Sounds good.
This is clockwise. That was counterclockwise, but you know what I'm saying.
Stage clockwise, yeah.
Yeah, stage clockwise. That saying that is very well used.
And we all know exactly what it means.
So
and
you
is
Yep,
incredibly
very clear.
useful.
the 60 by 30 longhouse, and since it is farthest to the water, it is the most structurally sound. All you notice that the door is hanging off its hinges.
Oh.
That's bad.
Yeah, but I'll
I
let
would
you
like to-
decide if you're just gonna waltz on in and.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take out my hammer and my shield and just go forward
All right.
slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, and you get your water bonus because there's just water fucking everywhere.
Water
Awesome.
everywhere.
I mean, it's blood water, but it's blood itself is mostly water. So.
I mean, imagine if the
isn't a
blood on my
scientist.
hammer is just
Yeah.
red, the blood hammer.
All right, so you come inside,
Awesome.
and the furniture is broken and disorganized, and there's still like 6 inches of standing nasty water.
Yeah.
So this is where like most of the flies and mosquitoes are living.
I mean,
Well,
I have high boots, so
Yeah, there you go.
Can we just not? Why are we here? Can't we
we are
just-
looking in.
It's so
Yes,
come on.
The
gross.
front half of the
Yeah.
building is a sitting room and kitchen. And what you're guessing is the back half is where you would find, the dormitory and all that good stuff. We need you all to roll some information checks. And by information, I mean investigation checks.
Information.
Oh man,
gathering,
I'm
otherwise known
equally
as
bad at
investigation.
this.
I want to check out the furniture to see if there are any signs of struggle. Like,
Yeah. We're just rolling, the big everybody rolls everything. So
where is it? Investigation. Yes.
8.
Oh no signs of struggle here.
That's
Nope,
all right.
everything is
Seuss's
fine.
19 is more than good enough.
Fusa takes a swig of her mysteriously unlabeled bottle and dives right in. Not literally. She's just everywhere.
Yeah.
So
hold
as
on.
as you guys wander around, you guys do notice that there were about 13 beds in the back of this communal dormitory, so nobody had their own personal bedroom. Most of you, except for some reason Solemn, who's especially distracted by all this blood,
Yes, well,
all notice that there are enough
fascinating.
personal possessions, clothes, books, instruments, games, that all 13 beds were occupied. Some attempt was made to clean up the building, but whoever tried suddenly gave up. So it looks like, there were people trying to clean up, and then something caused them to say, screw it.
like a big flood.
Well, no, like trying to clean up after the flood.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe they were
So
attacked.
it looks like the flood came, but it didn't wipe out everyone.
Yes.
Because
Well,
somebody was here trying to clean.
Yes. And you also notice that not all the residents were adults. 2 of them were probably teens, and one was probably a little kid, because they were like little kid toys and games.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Oh, that's depressing.
Maybe they're
they-
still
we-
alive.
yeah, they're probably fine. Floods happen all the
I-
time, natural disasters and stuff. So it's
And then
Still,
they're
finally,
probably fine.
Let's hope they're fine. They're fine. It's fine.
and then what
Death does
Corinne,
come for all, young or old.
with her her higher than DC 15, technically she's also the only one who noticed that there were not all kids, but whatever.
You mean not all adults?
Shush.
Mm.
It also means the same thing.
Yeah.
It could have been dwarves.
Someone not being all children
Halflings.
also means that they are not all adults.
Yes.
So a chest in the kitchen, Corinne, that you find. It's a very small chest. It's like a little lockbox. It has a book of all the staffs who come and go. So it's when they all clock in and clock out. The current occupants were, before this happened, 4 geomancers from different institutions, including, I'm going to call it Ernie Malakia from the Academy in Bridge City, along with her husband Tolan and their 3 children, Drea, Calix, Kalios, 4 engineers from Hedrid, and 1 master builder, Erlich, from the Walled Warren.
Can you give me
Okay.
those the non-Ernie and Tolan again?
Yeah, the children are Drea, Calix, and Kalios.
Okay. And then what was after that?
what?
What was after that?
Just 4 engineers, so 4 unimportant engineers,
Okay.
and then the one master builder, Erlek, from the Walled Warren.
Hmm.
And if you guys really want to strip the building, I can tell you what it is, gold wise.
Ah,
Not really.
I'm
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say like
absolutely-
this would be the
Yeah,
depressing one.
Yeah.
I don't
I
take
think-
from the dead. So
Even
not dead.
Sousa is
They're
a
just
bit
missing.
turned off by this. The fact that there was kids here, like
I don't
Well,
steal
exactly
either.
as Adam just pointed out, there are no corpses.
there are no
Yeah.
corpses.
exactly.
Yeah, it was
But
just,
just because there
there's
isn't corpses doesn't mean they're not dead. We've seen plenty of things that just
I also do not steal from living people. So
you steal from no one. I hate to tell you this, but we've
Yes.
totally stolen from people.
no,
and
never.
generally
That's between you and the gods.
My ancestors, you mean? But okay.
But if at any point you would like to confess, I am always ready at a campfire. Let's move on. See if we
So
can
wait,
find
Sousa,
someone.
did you steal stuff? I was. Not paying-
No.
okay.
The fact that there was children here and she has indisputable proof, it kind of skeeves her out.
I gotcha.
Like that they're just gone. She had a little sister, you know. She's not heartless.
Gotcha. So all that's left is the 10 by 15 storage shed, which
Let's take a look at that storage shed.
let's go take a
Please.
look at that storage shed.
Let's all go to the movies.
Oh jeez.
Tell me something, Ibram.
Yeah.
If people were cleaning this place and they left in a hurry, and there's mud all around, would you be able to trace their tracks?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I knocked that out in a weekend.
That's kind
How-
of like my thing. You're totally right.
Could we,
I should be
could we
doing that.
basically find
Looking
out
for.
how long ago this
footprints.
was? How
Yeah,
long ago
you
they
guys can
left?
either start looking for tracks or look in that last storage shed.
I would prefer
Yes,
to look
please.
at the. Let's finish looking at all the buildings.
Yes. Let's
Yeah,
check it
then-
out. But
Then
All right.
I'll,
So you get to this 10 by 15 foot building, and the door is nailed completely shut with a wooden plank. It looks like someone kind of hastily was like, "Oh no, we gotta close this on up before we leave."
Do we hear anything inside of there?
You can roll a perception check.
I would like to just
Yeah, I
knock
definitely
on the
wanna-
door. Bonk, bonk, my shield.
put my ear
Hello?
up against the door. Kind
Yeah,
of get
so-
startled by the sudden thumping.
Yeah, so-
Shit, we really need to coordinate this.
So,
Eh.
Ibram and Sousa, it seems like normal, like nothing weird until the knocking on the door, and it doesn't sound like it's echoing inside there. It kind of makes like a bloop, bloop, bloop sound.
Oh,
hmm.
it sounds rather liquid in here.
Well,
Globular.
it looks pretty liquid everywhere, so I guess that checks out.
What does the roof look like?
The roof, it's a solid freaking roof, man.
Solid roof. Okay.
A solemn roof. So
Solemn, solemn roof.
It
Okay,
looks
this,
just like you.
how hardy does this door look?
I'm just trying to imagine like it's some kind of shed. It doesn't have any windows. Then
No windows. It's
Alright.
just a
How
shed.
sturdy is this door? It's
Well, I
just
mean,
like
it's
a
just a
normal wooden
board.
door.
There's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
board nailing it shut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking break it in. I'm like, enough of this, and with my shield.
Sousa backs up really far because whatever's in there, she doesn't want it on her. She like goes like over.
Should
Why
I
don't
roll
you
strength
roll me?
or-
Yeah, roll me a strength.
If this is the shed, she's like
Come
over
on.
here, away from the door.
Come on.
What did we get?
Yes!
25.
Oh,
Yeah,
Get
so,
destroyed, door!
Bruh.
yeah. So you just walk up to the
Bruh.
group and like that are holding their heads up there, and you just kind of look at them and just rip the door off. And everybody do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
God
it's coming
damn
out.
it.
It's spilling out, isn't
God
it?
damn it!
It's the blood salmon.
so because I specifically said I was jumping away from it, can I get like a?
Oh yeah, go for it. Whatever.
Okay, I will do an advantage then because I already planned for this. I was not getting anywhere near this. Okay, I'm good.
So everyone, well, not everyone, half of you, the two dexterous of you, jump to the side of the door as Mazrick rips it off, but Solemn was like kind of standing right behind him, and they were both like,
Yeah.
you know, Three Stooges right up to the door, and they just get like coated in this nasty, gross
Awesome.
blood.
Hey,
You could tell it was full, probably like 5 feet up, which
Ah!
shows you how high
Mm.
the flood was, because this was right by the river, so it had to have flooded up almost like 5 feet up the riverbanks, and then kind of.
my
So it was
armor
like
is
it was
wet.
a very quick and high flood surge.
Well, this is not unusual for our line of
Yes,
work.
but don't worry,
but
because there are literally no consequences beyond some ruined clothes and mild discomfort.
I hope you're
Uh.
proud of yourself, Mazrak.
My armor is wet. I'm punished enough. My friends.
So as you guys, you know,
yeah, I want to look around inside, see if there is anything.
as you
in
Where
take
there.
did
your
it
peek in there,
come from? Yeah.
you do notice, you know, there's stacked firewood, blankets, sacks of grain, and assorted supplies, which is all completely 100% ruined.
Mhm.
After you.
However, Adam, as you're like clip-clopping around in there, you notice there's like congealed, nasty puddles of blood, bone, and viscera, and this is
Oh.
it's gross. It looks like there's a few like badly decomposed bodies.
Oh, I've seen this movie. Oh.
Well, you kind of
Ah,
have,
what's it called?
because as you start investigating those nasty ass bodies, they quickly the puddles with these
Yes.
they all kind of like squirm out around your
Fucking
feet out to
Carpenter.
the
What was his
outside.
name?
Oh yeah, I know, you're thinking of The Thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
And so we gotta say you guys are all over here, because we're gonna put you guys. Yeah, you guys are on that page. You guys are up and around. Put yourself inside those buildings as you would. Keith, on the other hand, was back here because he was scared. But Ibram was inside. Master was
Yeah.
probably inside.
Tiusa
Yeah.
didn't want to go inside because it was gross. She's outside.
I was about to say, Solemn, you're not inside of me. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just right behind you, like hugging you.
That's fine. Ah, come on!
Just close hug. Oh, it's the Bloodman.
And I gave them all names: Blood Man, Blood Man, Blonde Man, and Blood Mom.
I
Blood
like Blood
Mom.
Mom. Can we take her home to our friends?
I mean, you can try. You know what else you can try doing?
Rolling
I
for
didn't
initiative.
sail all the way over to the other side of the world to get killed by some blood things. It's time to die.
Oh, not a good initiative. My luck couldn't hold.
Or did
No,
we
Bill,
teleport?
unfortunately, Sweeta's job is going to keep her away probably forever. So we are
Aw.
going to be.
She said that she would love to come back once her schedule frees up, but she just doesn't know when that is.
Yeah, because.
But she might drop by for some one shots or something because she loves playing with us. But her big girl job has gotten much more serious.
All right, let's give your little level 4 arcane archer his initiative too, huh?
Let's salute for Sweden.
Yes, we can salute for Sweeta.
Which is why Keith is actually fighting in this, because they're gonna need the help. All right, I'm just making sure everything looks good, and yeah, so let's go. Blood Mom gets to go first, and she, you know, do I have any music at all? Yeah, let's just do
That's a good question.
Swamp
So wow.
with some light rain. Yeah, that's gross.
Oh, that sets the mood.
Nice.
Yeah, man, the mood set. Blood Mom is gonna slither over to you, Susa Salazar.
Bleh.
And she's gonna be like, "Oh, hello, dearie." Just kidding. It can't speak. It's gonna reach out.
So what? I'm sorry. What do these look like? What
They
are
look
they?
like
Made out
people.
of guts and bones.
Yeah, they're pretty much an approximation of a human person, just made out of blood and guts and stuff, and
Okay.
bones kind of just like
Gotcha.
all together. The best I could find was the magma.
No, that's
freak,
fine.
so-
I knew they didn't look like that,
Yeah, no.
but yeah.
Here,
okay.
let me see if I can find it in the PDF.
Yeah. But first, Corinne, you're getting attacked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I am.
So, Blood Mom, she comes forward and she doesn't like go and slice or anything at you. She kind of just like reaches her arm slowly towards you and tries to like grab/touch you.
Mhm.
And she's gonna miss.
Yeah.
But you can tell she wasn't going to slice. She was going to kind of like.
She was trying to glomp onto me.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a nasty ability.
Bloodman is going to take a step forward and try the same thing on you.
Oh.
Nope. And you are all reading the nasty ability that it can do.
Yeah.
Bloodman is also going to attempt the same thing.
Bloodman.
25, so that's going to hit you.
Yep, that hits me.
Damn.
So you take
That hurts.
26 damage.
Cool.
And you are grappled, but you can do a DC 14 escape check. So go ahead and check that.
Please.
Wait, right now I get to do it?
Yeah, do your
Yeah.
DC 14 to see if he grapples you.
Come on, Susan.
Okay, is that just, what
It's-
am I rolling?
It's acrobatics
Okay.
or athletics.
Whatever.
Okay, acrobatics then.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're fine. You're not grappled.
Yeah.
Okay, Masric Blackwater. What the fuck?
That's not good.
I got really glomped.
Susa, are you okay? And then I whack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
15.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Nice. So that's 7 damage.
Is that include
10,
your 1d4?
Yeah, that's in it's 10 in total.
Okay.
So another attack.
Oh man, it's affecting freaking everybody's HP.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
because
really
you,
nice hammer.
I know.
you can't, like, tie them all to the same...
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
and fix that in general and just call
You just
it.
need to imagine that instead of water building up on my hammer, it's fucking blood. Which is
So much blood.
amazing. Also, I would like to use my
Action surge?
No.
Yes.
my what's the side action name? Bonus action, correct? I haven't played in a long time. I would like to use my bonus action due to my shield master feat. Hey, what's up? To shove this disgusting thing away so I can get up next to Susa.
Go for it, man.
That's a strength check, I believe. To
Now,
shove.
does he have to resist? Kind
I
of deal?
think. I mean, it's a normal shove, so
What does it say?
just shove. Give me a moment.
Okay. Do you want me to look
It's
it
an
up?
athletic check. Yeah, it's an athletic check, and they need to resist with either athletics or acrobatics.
Alrighty. Well, that 13 is his to resist.
I have +5 without.
He has a
Oh.
-2.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I can't really shove this glob
Oh,
of blood
man.
away.
It's just so globby. Like, you try to shove and you just kind of, like, get stuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
You're just like,
Absolutely
oh, my
disgusting.
shield.
I mean, you could move diagonally to here
Oh, I can.
if
Okay.
you still
Then
want. Yeah.
I'm gonna move over here.
Alrighty. Okay, Siusa,
Okay.
defend yourself.
Yeah. Okay. It's a lot.
And Siusa can move diagonally into there if she would like.
Oh, I forgot. I can do stuff now that I forgot about. Oh, well. Hold on. I'm just trying to remember.
Good. All of you will die.
Remember.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go after Blood Mom because she is actually hurt.
Okay.
So I just start swinging. Dagger. 24 for 8.
All right. So it looks like that does a little. It's not as effective because
Mhm.
it kind of like squelches in and out.
Okay. So then, instead of using my war fan, I punch. Wait,
Yes.
why is it like that? Oh, never mind. So I miss apparently.
No, it was just like that because you rolled so low.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I was just confused.
Yeah.
I still use my dagger. 24 for 10.
Alrighty, that hits as well, but again, not as
Okay.
effectively.
And then I flurry,
There we go.
and I use my dagger. 11 for 6, and then my unarmed bludgeoning for 7.
All right, so the 7 does full damage. So the bludgeoning did full, the piercing did not.
And I can't really go anywhere, right? Well, can I move diagonally through here?
Yes.
Okay, so then because I flurried, I can move.
Uh-huh.
I
With disengage.
Yeah, with disengage. I disengage
Cool.
back to here. In this case, does diagonal count as 10 or only 5?
It's just 5.
Okay, then I do this.
Yeah. Now, Keith Shepsmith, the newly powered up Keith Shepsmith, he reaches down and pulls out a shining magical arrow from his
Quiver.
Oh, shit.
quiver. And he goes, Shadow Arrow. And he first shoots with his longbow. So he whiffs
He's an anime
anyway,
character.
which is unfortunate that he whiffed. So he goes, shoots,
Damn it.
and you see this magical arrow fly past, hit the wall next to you, and kind of like, as it's flying, it's kind of like going in and out of visibility, and it hits the wall and kind of like poofs into darkness and disappears, and he goes, oh, hell! And then he's gonna action surge. Because he's like, shit. And he shoots again and goes, Shadow Arrow. And he fucking misses again.
Oh, damn it.
Keith, we love you,
Come on,
but
man.
you're useless.
He's like, I'm wasting my magic arrows.
Damn it.
Well, hell, Blonde Man, it's your turn. And Blonde Man is gonna sidle on up to you, Masric.
Come on.
And yeah, he's
It
gonna
was-
try to absorb your blood.
Disgusting
And he
blob.
fails. So he goes up
Oh,
and kind of
no.
like on top of your armor, and you're like, gross.
I may be wet, but not this way.
Ibram Sage.
All right. Getting in the fight. Question.
Yes.
So I have a +2 short sword. Does that still do piercing damage, or is that magic? Because
It's
magic.
still piercing. It's
Okay.
just if somebody needed magic damage to, if it was like resistance magic.
Yeah,
But no, it's still
Okay.
dealing slashing or piercing.
piercing. Cool. Gotcha. All right. Well then, that's fine. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark
Uh-huh.
on, I guess that guy,
Uh-huh.
and
Mom, no.
then I'm gonna run up and
Sword him.
give him the old sword.
All right.
Gotta sword him.
I'm gonna sword him.
Chop him.
Oof. Is
Ouch.
the magic is from Hunter's Mark, right?
Yes.
So all right. So yeah, that does stuff.
Nice.
Little chunks of blood kind of like get slashed away, and then they back onto him. It's really nasty. He's still alive.
Okay, well, let's see how the second attack does him. How about that? Still feeling good?
He's
Hey,
not
gross
feeling.
boy.
He's not feeling what you'd call good. In fact, he's kind of having trouble holding himself together. He's kind of like, well, Adam, you can understand Titan speech, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I don't know what Titan speech is, but sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Titan spawn are a favorite enemy of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, which means you get their language,
Cool.
Whoa.
but it's not a big deal because he's not really saying anything. He's kind of like glurbling and gurgling and gobbling.
Oh, I know what he's saying. I believe I'm a little rusty on this one, but I think he said, "Ouch."
Solomon.
Nice.
Oh, and I'm gonna scoot out of the.
Out of there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Siusa and I'll be like, "Are you all right? Are you injured?"
I'm feeling very woozy.
She's missing a fair amount of blood.
Get this woman a cookie and some orange
she's
juice.
kind of covered in blood, so yeah. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at let's go 2nd level.
Look at all those wounds.
Level 2.
Susa is swaying more than usual.
Oh, the 2
man.
cast. No, so
Weird.
it's 10. But yeah, so 1 times 1. You rolled
Oh man.
a 1. That's too bad. So
Yeah, I know,
no,
right?
5 plus
+4.
4. So 9. I mean, you're feeling a little better.
I mean, I'm now almost at half, so that's better than I was.
See,
Yes.
you got it.
I got it. I'm fine. It's fine.
Optimism
No problem.
is very
That's-
important in recovery. You know.
And I know I
That's
ask
my
this every
turn.
time. You don't happen to have any. Remember, if you have a cantrip, that's a bonus action. You can use it. But I know I probably ask this every time, and you're always like, I don't have any that are bonus actions.
Not yeah, I don't have any.
Oh, guidance
that is-
isn't a
that is my
bonus
turn.
action?
If you have a cantrip that's a bonus action,
I
you
don't?
can cast a bonus action cantrip as
If
you
he
know your
doesn't have
bonus.
it, Bevan,
Yeah, I know. I'm
stop
saying, like, I'm
asking.
explaining to the player, like the viewers. 5e, they wanted to make cantrips more useful and spell casters less, like, make their turns kind of go by less quickly at higher levels. Because, like, at higher level for a spellcaster, it's like I cast a spell and it's done. For a fighter, it's like I get to attack 15 times and then, you know,
Listen,
action
I
surge
know what
and
I
cast a
signed up
million more
for. I
times.
signed up
Okay.
for doing this in the background
And healing everyone, yes.
and healing everyone.
But
That's
Blood
it.
Mom. So Blood Mom, the one who's almost dead and is gross looking, they're gonna turn around to Masric and be like, "I'm gonna kill and eat you, sweetie." Just
Is she
kidding.
dead?
They don't speak. Oh no, it's barely not dead.
She
But a
has, like,
14 isn't gonna
one
hit you.
HP.
Ibram. No, but come on, Ibram.
Huh? What?
Oh, that
Where's
you
the
couldn't
one-
kill him? Yeah.
Where's the one punch horse I used to love?
Oh, man, I didn't realize we were. Are we breaking up? Oh, man. Right now, in front of all
man.
these blood moms? What the hell?
You
know,
didn't
could
kill
time
it.
us better. No, what the? I'm sorry.
That's all right, because Bloodman doesn't hurt you either, Adam. And
Bloodman, we're having a conversation. We're having a conversation
away.
right now.
Does a 22 hit you now, Masric, with your shield mastery?
Yes, it does.
It does? Okay. But it wasn't a critical like with Corinne, so you only take 14 necrotic damage.
I mean, I technically lose 3 because I have, temporary hit points, so that's fine.
Okay. You're still grappled if you don't beat your DC 14.
Oh, damn. That's not gonna end well for me. Come on.
Okay.
You did it!
Nice.
You did it! Yay! And now it's your turn, and Solemn's typing.
It's your turn. Yay!
I would
Oh,
like
Corinne, you get an
to.
extra 4 HP.
Oh, nice.
I would like to look over to Blood Mom. It's time to die.
It is time to die, Blood
I will
Mother.
finish what Ibram couldn't.
Oh no!
Yes!
Oh
that
man,
sounded really personal.
you're
I don't-
you're killing it.
15
This
plus
This relationship,
15
you're
plus
killing it.
5, so 20 damage.
20 damage. He had 1 HP
Damn.
left. Good use of a critical strike, Master Blackwater.
Awesome.
I'm mad, okay?
Clearly, we gotta. There's
There's-
something going. There's a conversation we gotta have. I'm
There's
sorry.
some
you feel
aggression.
After
this
this.
way.
After we go back to the peninsula,
life.
then we can talk.
Yeah, I don't like this
Oh,
dream
man.
world where Mazarak's he's a real dick sometimes, real sensitive.
Dream
like to-
Masric. Gross.
I would like to turn away from Ibram all sad and hit Blonde Man.
You started this. Why am I the bad guy?
13 damage.
What's happening?
60 should hit,
Oh
right?
my
Who did you
God.
hit? Bloodman or
Blonde Man.
Blonde Man?
Yeah,
Blonde.
right to me.
You hit the poor blonde man. There we go.
One's not even
For
a month.
13.
All people are not
The
as-
blonde guy.
Yeah, 13.
That was supposed to be the joke. Like, there's all these monsters and there's just some blonde guy in there. Like, how you doing?
I mean- Blondes are not as popular anymore in Germany, so that's fine.
oh, okay.
So you kill him? What the fuck?
You're a self-hating blonde man.
That's correct.
Oh, Corinne finally found some good bloodmen.
Also, I would
Yes.
like to still shove it away just because it's my bonus action and I can.
Okay.
And it's gross.
Yeah, do it.
Come on, Devin, roll bad.
It's
I
not
believe in
me. Oh, yeah, so you shoved it. How many feet?
5.
5? Oh, jeez. You showed that blonde man.
He's not going to be a problem. anymore.
Susa, it's your turn.
Okay. Since she's feeling a little bit better, Susa will go here and fight Blonde Man. As she was walking, she had sheathed her dagger and her warfan, and she's just gonna punch him.
Punch him and kick him and.
Yeah.
Oh man,
she's
look at
just-
that 8 full damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crit
Oh,
fail.
Look at that
Nice.
failure.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh.
And another one.
Boy,
What the hell
Oh.
is happening?
God.
Your 2 hands are kind of like.
They're it's
Stuck.
gross and I hate it.
Yeah,
And
it makes
so,
sense. You know,
like,
it makes
I
sense.
really don't want to be doing this. Even though my hands are now magic, I would like to
Punch
say.
of the blood.
They are magic hands now.
Cool.
Best way to flirt with someone.
That's also
With
not a
magic
hit.
hands.
Okay, last one.
What is
15.
going
That one's a
on?
hit, right?
Yes, that one is a hit. I like that you rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Yeah. I have a +7 on just my fists, and that's still what I was getting.
Just
Uh,
saying,
7.
to anyone
so-
who says Monk is underpowered, no.
You're wrong.
Sorry. Just have
I
to point it.
I disengage again and go right here, so I'm directly behind Masserick.
The biggest issue with monks is that they're multiple ability score dependent or mad. Because they need wisdom and dexterity and constitution and maybe strength depending on the kind of monk you are. So that's their issue. At higher levels you guys can like really focus. Like Adam can be like, dexterity, dexterity, give me more dexterity. Corinne
Yeah,
has to,
mine's already 19.
yeah,
I
Corinne
mean,
has to
I-
sit there and be like
everything.
and fiddle with it.
Yeah,
So-
because like I have a lot of stuff that's all
Stunning
going into it.
strike. Oh,
So,
sorry,
uh,
I should
So
come
Keith
across.
Chef Smith goes, "Oh, to hell with these shadow arrows." Dodon Ray, and he
I
casts
knew it. I
Eldritch
knew it.
Blast, and he misses,
What?
and he's like, "Son of a bitch!"
Oh, he's Krillin.
Keith,
Oh, God.
we
Oh,
need to have a word
God.
after this. Who are you worshipping?
Keith's D20 is a
it's all right.
sphere.
Don't
It
worry
just
about
has a 1 in the middle.
So, to viewers, Keith was just their normal adventuring boy, and then he became an archery-focused fighter with Adam, and then through all of his adventures, he got exposed to magic and became an arcane archer, and then he took the magic initiate feat, so he took warlock spells.
Yeah, boy. He
But
took-
you
he
can't
took-
tell by watching him fight.
No,
his crossbow.
you wouldn't be able to tell this guy's like a killing machine. He's just been rolling like 3s, 2s. Damn it.
The dream world isn't good to Keith.
He's like, I don't quite understand. And the blonde man is like, oh shit, that little Keithy boy just. And I don't think Keith has super high AC.
Oof.
He does not. That's an initiative. Don't count that.
Oh,
At
man.
9. And Keith goes, I may not be able to hit y'all, but y'all can't hit me neither. Shh-shh-shaw. Ibram, it's your turn.
He does
All
the
right.
Matrix like. Whoosh.
Well, I just want to quickly say, COC, you're doing a great job of punching fellas, and I support your combat prowess, and I just declare it as right.
Oh, thank you so
Because
much,
we're-
Ibram.
We're a team. Now I'm gonna go ahead and kill this blood man. So I transfer Hunter's Mark to him, and
That's
then
one
give him
of
the old short sword.
Oh, dang. So the magic is full damage, it's just the piercing that's half.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty good. It's still 12
Um,
damage.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hit him again.
I mean, that's still 11 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, you just wait till next turn. Oh boy.
Oh,
All right, that's all I
boy.
got.
All right,
oh boy,
Salah.
oh boy, oh boy.
I'm
Are
going.
you proud of me yet, Mazar?
I'm gonna step out.
Kinda.
I mean, Mazurk
And-
stole your kill, so it's not like he did any of the work on that bad boy. But
Come and give.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead, which requires you to make a Wisdom saving throw for this blood man right here. I'm just going to point at him and be like, "Return to your state of death. The grave calls for you."
I was really hoping that he had resistance to necrotic damage. That would have just wisdom saving throw
It's a Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
of what's the DC?
I believe it's 14.
But he
11.
sucks at it.
So he takes
He's
1d12
gonna
HP.
take two
no, but you're-
2d12s, I think.
Oh yeah, because you're 5th level. Oh man.
Sure.
Nice.
Hey, Bevan, did you mean to transfer us over to the map screen for the fight?
Did I not do that?
You did not.
Oh,
I did it in
There you go.
OBS, but I
Mm.
didn't actually do it. There you go, everybody. Now you know what we're all looking at.
Man, that's a really cool
Prepare
map,
to be
you guys.
disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. The next map is a map from the PDF, so it looks nice. This is the one where they're like, you may or may not want a map for this. I'm like, I think they're going to want a map for this. So it does 12 damage.
It
Thanks,
does.
son.
Yeah.
It's like the dead, I've been told.
Yes. It tolls for you.
All right, Bloodman.
I love Toll the Dead. It is one of my favorite spells.
All right, Adam,
It is pretty cool.
you're about to get Bloodman.
That's what you think.
Keep rolling initiative because it's right next to it. 24.
Oh.
Just
God, that one would have been so nice earlier. Yeah.
I
That's
would-
all right. It's only 9
Yeah.
damage. However,
Mhm.
as he drags the blood from you, this is the first time this has actually happened that a hurt one has hit you. You notice some of the holes that you chopped off start healing up. And roll your
good.
DC 14 grapple check.
Yep.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever's better for you.
Acrobatics. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, you did it.
Damn.
And then
You like cartwheel away.
And you do have to do your very, very
Concentration.
small concentration check.
yeah, choose one of these bad boys.
You did it. You barely did it.
Oh boy.
All right, this Bloodman is gonna try to reach through you two and attack you, Susa.
Rude.
Yeah, well, these Bloodmen are rude. Oh no!
Why?
Yeah, no. I'm using my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, bruh.
Susa, that's straight.
That's why I
straight,
hang
Susa.
out next to Masrick.
And that's why I attack Susa a lot anyway, because it's either Masrick is gonna take the damage. Anyway, that's all right
Come on,
because
you
you only
modif-
took 25 damage.
Awesome. I'm only like really hard on the bit on the ground.
And this was the one that hadn't gotten healed, so it's not like he's back at full health anymore. All right, Masrick. You're mad. You're missing blood.
It's payback time.
Do it.
Do it.
Can I hit?
Kill it. What
Come
you hit?
on,
An 18?
do
Oh,
it.
that hits. An 18 hits. Are you crazy? An 18 for another 18? The 11, on the other hand, does not hit.
Damn.
Mm.
And I'm gonna use my second wind to please not die.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
9.
Yes, not the extra force.
I mean,
I like that you call it the blood force.
now it's the blood force for now. It's going back to water force later.
All right, Susa.
Siusa, is just gonna attack the Bloodman.
The
right
Bloodman?
next to her. The Bloodman. Well, actually, well, yeah, I think I'd have to disengage. So yeah, I will attack the Bloodman right next to me.
Okay.
Give him hell.
I'm gonna try and kill him. I'm gonna try with punches.
Oh, all the blood.
Oh, why?
Well, you missed.
Whoa.
13.
You hit.
Thank you. Extra attack. 20 for
You
11.
hit.
Okay, then I flurry. 23 for 9.
Yes.
You hit.
All right.
Is he still alive?
Oh, yeah, he is.
23 for 10.
Okay, he's still alive.
Okay, I disengaged just enough to go here.
Okay. All right, Keith. Little Keithy boy. He is he's gonna use his level
Yeah.
1 spell, which would be a nightmare.
man.
So we're gonna save it because it's gonna be cool. Nah, he's gonna be like, oh shit, and all I can do is freaking sword these bitches because he's too close to me. So he's gonna sword him and miss. Keith.
Come on, man.
Are you
love
sure
you,
you don't
Keith.
have some like weird modifiers in there just making
Or
Keith
something.
bad?
And he doesn't get a second attack till next level by design. I
My
didn't want
God.
your helper to have 8 million attacks.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm
Blonde
so proud
man.
of you, Keith, and the man you're becoming.
You go get him, Keith. Blondeman is gonna attack Keith and hit Keith
Ooh.
and take 20 damage away
Ooh.
from Keith into himself.
Yeah, I'm proud of the man that you once were, Keith.
Keith is like, oh dang, my giblets. Oh, gross.
Oh, that's a weird way to say that.
He sucked out all my goobity gobbles.
Damn.
All right, Ibram, it's your turn.
Finish it.
Hey, you're gonna be all right there, Keith. Don't worry. Just be over there in a second. I gotta handle. There we go. Yeah. So I mark Bloodman as my planar enemy. So this is all gonna be force damage.
Full name Bloodman. This guy to this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all force damage, you said?
It's all force damage.
Okay. I gotta do math. Dang. Yeah, you're just... And it's making like...
force damage.
Yeah, it's making an almost like lightsaber, you're knocking stuff out of him noise. No, you know what you are? You're like the ranger from Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, boy.
So, alright.
Italian.
Yeah, you're like Talion. So that was a good one.
So, and then the second one, unfortunately, is just... It's not all force damage.
Okay.
Oh no.
Back to that.
I mean, that's still 10 damage. That's still 11 damage.
All right.
I mean, dang, that was better than nothing. Ibram Sage.
I'm gonna
Good
take
turn.
him down eventually. I can't do it in one turn. I know that's disappointing to some of you.
Solemn.
It's still alive, son Ibram. Just saying.
I'm a little bit disturbed by the fact that this guy's still not dead. I'm going to once again toll the dead.
Yeah, he's healed back more than you've told already.
Yeah, man, what the hell? Gonna do it again.
24 damage, come on.
Let's hope.
He got a 3.
Hey, much better.
18, not bad.
Nice.
He's almost back to what he was before he drank Keith.
Damn it.
Before he used Keith like a juice box.
All right,
Is he
Blood
sexy?
Man.
Is he sexy now too?
And
I'm just trying to protect Keith.
so, what's gonna happen now is Bloodman, and Blonde Man are gonna try to are gonna disengage. So
Gonna try and glomp together.
they definitely
Oh.
are.
Power Rangers fusing.
So what they do is they make a big gross pile.
Oh no.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete 3 of them, or 2 of them.
Blood Elemental.
Yeah, and they pretty much become a
Blood.
Oh, so it's bigger now.
yes. It's bigger and it pretty much just looks like a pile of gloop.
Well, that's
Gloopy
Would only be
friend.
half.
God.
Would only be a third as big if someone had finished off the other group.
And he
It's
kind
got
of
it's got like 3 faces and all.
he gloops his way back, and luckily his attack is the same. This is more or less to keep them fighting. They join together to attack more, but he's gonna shoot one gross ass tentacle of blood at Susa.
There it is.
Okay, this is still the normal attack, right?
Yeah, so it's an 18
Okay, yeah, that hits.
or 15,
Okay, I'm still up. I'm still kicking.
and then
Yeah,
do your
still.
oppose grapple check.
Grapple.
Wait, do I still have my reaction? I think I do.
Yeah, you still can if you really
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah, I'm going to Susa get that HP back up again.
Okay.
Time to switch places. I just jump in and
Switch
throw you out.
places.
Now, does it matter for your AC, or do you take the damage regardless?
I take the damage because my
Okay.
AC is 18 and I hate it.
Ugh.
But I still look a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah, I was down to
15 HP.
5.
And now you all get to gang up on a pile of blood and bones. Masrick, your turn.
Nice. It's time for revenge.
Mother Hubbard.
Let's clean up Ibram's mess.
Oh
yeah, so
man,
14.
Okay.
Sorry.
Adam's like, I
That's
don't want
one.
to play in this group anymore. Oh,
And
that's
12.
there you go, man. That was a good 26
Finally.
damage to this big blood monster. Susa,
Okay,
can
I
you
step
clean up Ibram's mess?
I didn't even open the shed.
That's
Okay,
true.
so-
that is true.
Siusa goes in swinging. 18 for 9.
Oh, that's a good punch.
16 for 8.
That's yeah. It explodes in a pile of blood and gore and gloop, and it dies. And
And
it's gross.
Siusa is thoroughly disgusted.
Yes, you are covered in a combination of your blood, Keith's blood, Mastrix's blood, Ibram's blood, and all of the other dead people's blood.
Mm.
Awesome.
Roll a Constitution check to see if you all have hepatitis.
Yes.
Let's see.
Everybody except me do that.
Just kidding. No, you guys don't have to. But well, Siusa,
Do I vomit? Because
Well,
I
knowing-
feel like I vomit.
yeah, you can vomit.
Okay.
And knowing Siusa's lifestyle, though, she might have already had hepatitis.
Yeah, she might
Oh,
already.
Man.
I mean,
But-
remember, she was in the pile of leavings at the bottom of,
Yeah.
she was unconscious in that dirt pile at the
Oh,
bottom of the Gauntlet of
leavings
Spiragos.
sounds
Who
so
knows
much
what
worse
Siusa
than-
has?
Yeah, you guys missed
So-
the Gauntlet of Spiragos, where she literally did pass out in what was pretty much the poop pit
Guano.
for goblins.
Wait.
Not-
What is she puking out? Wouldn't it be just more alcohol?
Yeah,
Yes.
but she's still puking.
Basically, I'm just
Oh.
disgusted, and I rolled
Oh,
a 3
dear.
on the fake Constitution save, so I think she's definitely is like, "Excuse me," and just she rushes over here and proceeds to expel
Yes.
stuff.
I'm gonna go back to poking around inside the shed.
So- To peek behind the scenes, the standard for this was 6 blood men instead of the 5, and if I felt you were
Nice.
stronger, it was suggested to increase to 8.
Nice.
For a weak party, it said to reduce to 3, but you guys aren't a weak party. You're just not an optimum kill team party.
We're kind of ridiculous, is what we
All
are.
right, Adam, you go in and you look through the shed, and you find it's still full of the same crap garbage that's not useful before. This was
Cool.
just storage for
Gotcha.
like supplies, and if the wood wasn't soaked in blood, and the grains weren't soaked in blood, and the blankets.
Yeah. I get that.
You hear what we're
What?
saying.
So we
Has
found we
happened
found like
here?
people parts, right?
Yeah.
That was something we found.
That's absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, if you
So-
really want to count up the number of skulls.
I don't want to, but I have to. Okay.
Okay.
I am going to take this time to pray for all of these people and also to our health. I'm gonna cast prayer healing, which takes 10 minutes, which should pretty much
Oh yeah,
result.
it's free. Yeah, go for it. So
Come on.
heal everybody with that prayer. Come on, travel over from the Netherlands. 13
So
health.
everybody gets
Cool.
13.
Hey,
health
that puts
back.
me exactly at healthy.
It
Nice.
doesn't perfectly fix Keith, but it helps.
Well, I am gonna do something else for you. I am going to cast Aid at level 3, which will give everybody plus 10 hit points and also increase your maximum health by 10.
Nice.
So it just is like just temporarily, but
It's for 8 hours.
for 8 hours. Okay.
That's right.
So you healed 10, so he has. Okay.
Yeah. Also, because I am a specialty healer, everybody gets an additional +4 of healing for each spell that I just cast.
So you're all probably fine now.
Yes.
So Adam, you look through and you notice that there's like 4 adult skulls
Oh, thank
in
God.
there.
Mm-hmm.
No children's skulls. And they're all look like they're humans. So they're not, there's no like you could have probably guessed that Erlek from the Walled Warren was a Slytherin. There's no Slytherin skulls. They're all human skulls.
All right, everybody. Looks like we got four dead in there, and not the kids, and they're all human. So we're still looking for folks. Kind of a good news, bad news.
Well, we can cross 4 off our list. That's something.
Yeah, probably the ones that didn't have names.
Yeah, probably.
If I've seen TV, I know how this works.
Well, Stews is done vomiting in the corner now. She's still probably covered in blood and hates that. So if anyone knows prestidigitation, she'd love it. But if not, she's fine.
That is not among my skills. But Keith, you've picked up a lot of surprising new magic.
He's like, yeah, in fact, I call them magics. I don't know, can I do that with Druidcraft? What's Druidcraft do?
Probably not.
I create one of the following effects within range. He says he pulls out like a little guidebook, and it says, so, you learned some magic.
Yeah, I guess if you would prefer the smell of a skunk.
You can make flowers blossom all over us.
Yeah, so let's try flowers, and then flowers start digging into all. No, just kidding.
It's just like my armor is just covered in flowers
Yeah.
now. Like, oh, okay.
If
Blood
Keith could make
roses.
the blood smell like flowers, that'd be fine. It'd still be gross, but it'd be better.
Yeah, I could do that. I could just do a harmless sensory effect. Poof.
Actually, that is kind of a cool aesthetic. You know what? I want him to cast that spell on me so that my fucking Legionnaires armor would have little rose petals.
Yeah,
growing
You
out
would
of
need
it.
flowers on you. He can only make them blossom.
yeah. 5e was pretty
Aw,
much
man.
they did with cantrips. They're like, you know what? Everybody should have a prestidigitation. So they made Druidcraft, and then they made Thaumaturgy, which are like the nature one is Druidcraft, and Thaumaturgy is for divine people. But prestidigitation's still the best.
So you just need to cover your armor in
Yeah.
seeds.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get some.
Solemn
rose seeds
runs.
and-
He's like, I'll be right back,
Yeah.
and he runs through the forest and gets like
Yeah.
all of these things that would be annoying for someone with like flesh all over them, like
Yes.
burrs and like brambles and stuff. And Keith goes, "All right," and snaps his fingers.
And now you're covered in flowers.
Ooh.
So Susa still
So-
looks
So the token,
fucked up, but
that,
Yes, but she smells good.
the token that Roll20 decided represents this map is Keith. So I just open up my maps and I just see Keith smiling at me with his Shutterstock, and
perfect.
so here's your map for later, but they can't see it.
Oh my god, there's a dev dog.
It's a
Orc.
what?
There's a hellhound.
You can see that?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be on the GM's layer.
Bork bork.
See what? Where? I don't see anything.
You got to zoom out pretty far, but he's there.
Oh, there he is. Hi, friend.
So
Where did
now
I
we just
put him?
gotta.
Oh, up there? Yeah, that's different. Don't worry about it.
I wanna pet the puppy. I wanna pet the puppy.
All right, so I mean, I guess. I'm
But
gonna
you
look
still have to
around.
do other stuff. You're not here yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can look around for like tracks or any indication of where these people went.
Yeah. Roll your survival check.
And you said we're in a region that I get my
Yeah.
ranger powers. Cool.
My
Hey,
ranger
there
powers.
we go.
My
Let me just
dark,
look for
evil
tracks,
ranger
'cause
powers.
apparently that's all I'm useful for.
Yeah. So
Track.
you notice that there are tracks of several humanoids and something much larger, heavier, and barefoot leading away from the flooded research station. You notice that there are six sets of straight up normal humanoid tracks. And the tracks are about 2 days old, but there are also some much older tracks. So the same large creature came through about a week ago, and then a few days later he came back.
Okay. And the larger creature, is it like humanoid footprints?
Yes, they're huge barefoot footprints.
Oh.
You
Damn,
say
that's
barefoot.
good.
Do you mean like
Humanoid size.
shoes or
No,
feet of bear?
B-A-R-E foot.
Gotcha.
Not-
Bear.
not bears'
Not
feet.
B-E-A-R. Not bear, but
Yeah, I gotcha. Just had to ask. You never know. It would.
What do you-
It could very easily change the situation.
from giant to bugbear
Yes.
to owl bear.
Yeah.
Or a mug, if it's.
What-
Or,
Yep.
you know, the blood bears that we were talking about earlier.
Yes, the
True.
Yeah.
But it's not any of those. It's just a big fella.
Wait, isn't it also mating season for the bloodhawks?
And then the blood ogres as well.
Oh man, this is just blood season. Now that I
feel
mention it, isn't it always blood season over on the
I
Blood
feel like
Hills?
the word blood has lost its meaning.
We don't even know how it's spelled anymore. Sometimes we're saying B-L-U-D. Sometimes we're saying B-L-O-O-D. Sometimes it's blonde, and we, you know.
Blonde.
But yeah, your
It
path
happens.
leads you back away from here on the blood basin, back south into the steppes.
Okay.
So
Well, we should follow these tracks,
you probably should.
everybody.
Mhm.
I'd like to think Susa like looks like a nightmare right now, just
Bloody,
covered in blood.
vomit, not
Yeah.
completely cleaned up.
Mm.
But she smells great.
Oh yeah, because of Keith. I'm like, does
Yeah.
she? Does she really?
She does. She was not. She would have stopped the adventure if she couldn't even like smell herself in a way that didn't make her want to vomit more. So she had to do something.
All right, so long, dry grass and rolling hills surround you, smooth, rounded shapes occasionally turning jagged where the hills break up into cave entrances. A breeze stirs the yellow grass, and it takes a while before the sharpest of you notices that some of the disturbance is from another creature running alongside you a few yards to your right. So everybody, what's your passive perceptions?
15.
It's Gollum.
You
15.
read mine because I'm a
Also
good boy.
15?
Also 15.
All right, and I know the other two's probably lower.
13.
Yeah, and
15 time.
Oh, so all of you, I guess you three at the same time, because it says the character with the highest passive perception notices the movement first. So yeah, you three notice that there is somebody or something following you at a farther, like kind of safe paced away, so you know that they're not, you know, you can't see exactly what they are, but they're clearly not aggressive, otherwise they would have attacked you already. And you can roll a perception check.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
I do not like this.
Well, that's all right, because the 22 with Ibram.
The Bloodhawk is my spirit animal and it's
Yes.
not a very good
The
one.
Bloodhawk is there trying to kill you. No,
Oh,
it's
man.
a single medium-sized creature on two legs.
It is Gollum.
Oh, hey. Hey, you. Hey. Hello?
Yeah, what?
Who are you?
I'm
she's-
shouting.
I
at
know,
them.
she's like pretending. She's like, what? No? Like looking around, like, not me.
No,
Nah,
you. Hey.
Oh, okay. So what emerges, and it's like it gets closer, and the shadow gets bigger and bigger until she gets to the grass, and it's much, much smaller. You see a tall, wiry, relatively healthy young girl. However, she does look very tired, hungry, and in shock.
Yeah.
You can guess from context clues that this is probably Calix, the oldest of the children of Irney and whatever her
Tolan.
name was.
The tall one.
Yes.
Tall one.
And she comes forward and goes, hi, can you help, please?
Yeah. We're here to help.
Calm down.
Actually, we came here looking for y'all.
Ignore all the blood. We're here to help.
She's like,
Who
no,
knows
there
about
was a
the
blood flood. I'm covered in it.
everybody-
Yeah.
You look hungry. What do you want? Something to eat, and then maybe.
She's like, oh God, yes. The only thing I've
Alright.
seen to eat are worms, blood, and family members, and I'm not eating them. They're still in the Trolls Cave.
Trolls cave.
Oh, that's fun.
Trolls.
All right.
Well, yeah, aren't you
know,
here to kill? You're following the footprints.
We are
it's-
now.
Yep. You
How
got
many
it.
are there?
Trolls? Troll. I said troll. There's one.
How many? No. How many of your?
Oh.
Oh yeah, I give her a ration, by the way.
Yeah, and she's grabbing it, like ripping it apart, and she's like munching while talking, and she
I'll
says,
also offer her some water.
I'd rather not talk much about what's going on. I can show you where the cave is. You're gonna have to do persuasion or intimidation to get more out of her. She's more just like woo food at this point.
Time to beat her up to get some information.
I mean, you can totally do
Yes.
intimidation. It's fine.
No, it's-
No, I'm just gonna
No.
offer her some fresh water, as fresh as our
It's okay.
thing is.
Have your fill. I'm sure the troll can wait. But can your friends? Are they safe?
Zeus is just like, where's Scarecrow?
Zeus is
Where
like,
are they?
Zeus Caesar's like, wow, you're certainly also covered in blood. Information?
And she like kind of looks away from Susa and looks at the glowing man. And well, the troll came after the flood and came and abducted us all. And
Is he-
like we're just kids and scientists. We're not fighters. I don't know why she's country now too.
Because everybody is.
It's the easiest accent for an American to do. Is a country accent. Yeah, when the flood came, my dad and my sister Drea, they all got hurt by the flood, and the troll came and done ate them all up.
Ate them.
Well, there you go. That's all we need to hear. Let's go murder this troll.
But
What-
my
I mean,
mom.
avenge these
Wait,
people.
no, don't just kill him.
Wait,
You gotta
What?
still save my mom
Well, yeah.
and my
what about the
brother.
rest?
Yeah, my mother, my brother, Callios, an engineer named Daphne, and the master builder, Erlich, the Slytherin, were out of camp. So when we came back, and like tried to like fix the town after the troll left the first time, he came back and just took us all. So we ran away. We're out of town. We came back. We're like, we can do this. We can fix it. The troll came, roped us all together, and like, you know, like we're slaves, and just dragged us away. I think
How-
he's keeping us as livestock.
How did
Okay.
you free yourself?
I'm little, and the worms didn't get up in my brain dome.
Worms.
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, so
Sounds like
your family's at the troll cave, though, right?
Absolutely.
Well, let's go to the troll cave. Yeah.
She's like, I can lead you, or I would really like to run away. It doesn't
Well-
really. If you guys can't find it, it's
You
like
should stay close by. There are other savage creatures out there.
yeah, it's blood season.
Exactly.
God, I'm never gonna
Yeah.
get used to that.
damn it.
We have spare weapons to give you. Can you use a hammer?
You're gonna give a child a.
She's a teen. Well, she
Okay.
does. I believe she has a character block.
A kid has got to learn to fight sometime.
All right, she does.
If you don't
We
learn to
accept-
fight, they'll just marry
She's
you
a
off.
challenge rating 0 with 12 AC and 6 HP.
Are we adopting
don't think-
another child?
No, we already got one, and
Yeah, we already have Keith.
And look
Well,
at what
no,
look
no,
at what
we
it turned
turned
into.
We're not adopting. I'm just giving her a prop, like a placebo, to help her feel safe.
Which you
Oh.
say aloud directly
Yeah.
to her.
well, sorry for blowing that one open.
Well, so yeah,
Oh,
because
we
she
were-
was already holding a dagger, but you give her
I
an
thought,
axe, and
you know,
she's
we were-
like,
Yeah.
let's go
It's-
kill some troll, and you're
Yeah.
like, no.
No, 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 no.
No. You just defend yourself with that. You just
Well, don't
Oh my
go
God.
kill yourself, child.
Well,
last resort kind of thing. Anyway, let's go kill a troll.
Yeah.
do you-
so I've been saying this forever.
exactly.
Make t-shirts.
Just in
Let's
general.
go kill a troll.
You're like, why do you think I took screen printing tool proficiency?
Finally, my merch.
No.
All right,
Yeah,
so
let's
yeah,
go
she
kill-
leads you to the cave, but she will not go inside. Actually, she's like,
We don't
"I'll-"
want her to go
she's
inside.
Just like, I'll be,
Yeah, that's
I'll
a-
be out here.
That's safe.
Yeah, you
Like
stay
she
out.
kind of like goes behind like a bush, like that's about 50 feet away, and is like, like you can do it.
Perfect.
The smell hits
Okay.
you from a dozen yards away, almost before you see the slit in the rock that leads into the darkness. For a
Okay.
creature of the size of a troll, it would be a tight squeeze, and it's pitch dark inside.
All right. Before we go in, I have
Yes.
a couple of very important questions. One,
Okay.
has it been less than an hour since our last fight started?
Oh yeah.
It has.
Did we have
Oh,
time to take a
less
short
than?
rest?
No, I'm sorry. It's been the
Oh.
opposite of a less than an
Yeah,
hour.
All right.
You guys can totally have taken a long rest on the way there if you choose to
Really?
do so.
I would like to take at least a
Sure.
rest.
All right.
So we'll just say we had a short rest then.
You can,
Yeah, that's fine.
you can do whatever
I'll do
rest
that.
is necessary. Here's what I'll tell you though: since you did take a rest, it will be dark when you show up. It is nighttime.
That's fine.
Yeah,
mean,
we all operate the same in all light conditions.
Can I roll nature to remember anything about trolls? How what
Yeah,
they're
that
weak
that
to?
actually plays into my second part of my question: is are trolls Titan spawn?
This troll is specifically a Titan spawn.
Good. Good.
So
Very
does he have
good.
the normal troll problems? Like,
I mean, when you really think about it philosophically,
I mean, go ahead and
are we
roll-
not all Titan spawn?
You can roll a knowledge nature check to find out more about this troll.
yeah, no.
I'll
Mhm.
roll one.
I mean, a 13 is pretty good. I mean,
Good.
trolls here are
I
more or
mean-
less any other trolls. You would know that,
Cook that
they
up for
do
you.
have regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
damn.
you can't
I think I know how to
just-
stop that.
Yes, you can't just hit him a lot. It takes a while for him to go down.
But can
Okay.
we also hit him a lot?
Oh, you can hit him very hard.
He's like anything. He's got blood.
So I
he's
assume
filling up with
Susa
it,
and Ibram would know that their regeneration can be halted by fire and acid.
Correct, because they rolled nice.
Cool. Yeah, you gotta help me out, Bevan. I don't know much about trolls.
Oh.
Ibram knows a shit ton.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I thought you were
Yeah.
like, oh, I know the things I would know about trolls. Good.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
Yeah.
know much
Okay,
about
no.
trolls.
Yeah,
in
trolls,
this
you need
setting.
acid or fire damage to make sure they stay
Okay.
down. Otherwise, they're going to keep coming up. So,
Okay.
as you guys
Uh,
approach,
And then I want to.
Can I light my
Which
fists
one
on fire?
of you guys wants to be protected from Titan spawn?
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Because it's either.
I
Gonna
don't know what
be-
it actually does.
It's protection from evil and good.
Oh,
It,
okay.
Ah.
Gives disadvantage. Actually, since Mazrak can just voluntarily take hits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, why not?
and I still
man.
value his teamwork, even though he's been real moody lately.
That is a very smart move, my dear Ibram. I'm proud of you.
All
And
right,
now
well,
it's
yeah,
back to him being all sweet to you. I don't know. He's real up
All
and
right.
down.
Yeah, there you go. We got 10 minutes to put this guy in the ground, so let's rock and roll.
My dear Bevan,
yes.
I would like to light a torch,
Okay.
Oh, very good.
take it in the hand that is not my shield hand, and use it as my weapon, per se.
I think it counts as a club,
Why would you do that?
so he has fire damage.
Does 1 fire damage to being a club, and I can hold the troll's regeneration, which should give us an edge in combat, my friend.
Ah, very
That's a
well.
very good idea.
Also, if it sees us, it will come to us, so it's easy.
So with a
But
with a
will it
burning
not try
torch,
to avoid your fire?
it is literally it deals
troll.
1 fire damage if you make a melee attack with a burning torch.
That's it, right?
Yes, that's it.
You
Awesome.
might want to just hit him with a hammer. Maybe.
Very well. I shall enchant your torch.
Awesome.
I'm going to cast a spell from the Scarred Lands book.
Okay.
It's called Weapon of Light. Now, it's a little bit weird. I'm going to put it in the chat so you can see what it does.
Okay, let's see what it does.
There you go. It turns a weapon into a weapon that does +1 bonus to attack, +1d4 radiant damage when it hits, and it gives off light, which, it still does that, but
So you're pretty much giving me a +1 dagger that does fire damage and radiant damage.
So it's fire damage, radiant damage, and it's +1.
So it's the torch dagger.
Yes, it's a powerful torch.
The greatest torch the world has ever seen.
I'm going to need to concentrate on that spell. So yes, let's
Perfect.
keep that in
So don't
mind
get hit.
somehow. Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys approach the entrance to the cave, everybody roll a perception check.
Perception.
Well, okay. So, Siusa and Ibram both notice it quick enough to stop you guys, because Masric, you would have walked straight through it.
We both reach out at the same time, like, wait!
Nope.
I mean, I hold the torch, so I'm lighting the way
Oh,
for you guys.
also, Keith is staying outside to protect the young child.
Good.
Good.
Don't flubber her too much, Keith.
So, Siusa and Ibram, you notice immediately, you hold everyone back, a little rope, a braided tripwire of grass, which has been camouflaged by dirt, over the entrance, and you look up and you see it connected to a rope, which is hooked to an entire huge tree trunk that has been sharpened to a sharp point that would have swung forward and almost definitely killed you unless
Whoa.
this is a typo because it says 20x 20 times 4d10
Oh,
What?
Jesus.
damage, piercing damage.
What?
But if you got it, so it might be
Again?
Yeah.
That's like an insta kill.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's
Holy
fun.
shit.
Hey, don't. Just
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, no.
You can either disarm it with a DC 14 Dexterity Thieves Tool check, or try to just activate it from far away.
Or step over.
No, do not disarm it. We're going to lure a troll into it.
I think he knows about it.
Yeah, it's his trap that he set.
How
Not
about
if
we
he's
just step
stupid.
over? He made this thing. He's not dumb.
let's assume that he is though. And and
Well,
try
either
and
way,
trick
let's
him.
just step over it.
Let's
And
light it
just-
on fire.
Gonna step over it and proceed.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
just step over? Or
Yes,
can I...
you can.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right, proceed.
thing is- The girl talked about some worms, so I
Yes.
assume he uses a symbiotic relationship with some mind-eating worms or something. So that's not good.
Did the girl come out of the cave?
Yes.
So she could have definitely warned us about this.
No, she told you everything she knew.
She didn't know. She didn't look up.
So
That
she just
Missed it.
or
survived.
it was set up after she had left.
We should have
Huh?
punched her a bit harder to see if she really.
Oh my
What?
goodness! What? She's been through a traumatic experience. I don't think she's a double agent, Solemn. Can we please go kill this troll now?
Okay. Oh,
Time
all
to
right.
die, troll.
Just real excited about the t-shirts.
I sense a hidden room in after this rubble.
I sense an obvious trap.
All right,
Awesome.
so
God damn.
as you guys enter, you do get up to this pile of rocks here, and are you guys going to be walking sneakily through here, or are you just in here?
You can't really
You
sneak
kill
around
me.
with a torch, right?
I
Well,
mean,
no, you can still do a stealth check.
Yeah.
can I look to the others and say, okay, I'm gonna draw its attention. You guys stay a bit hidden, so we find it safely.
All right.
Sure. Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
okay.
The other stealth, I just
Not
What's
too
up,
good at
troll?
stealthing.
It's me,
Nice
your
cave.
boy.
idiot.
Well, I guess I'm going to skip these pages of you meeting the NPCs after you move the rocks out of the way and move straight to the combat.
Well, we're gonna save that until after. Why bring them out
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
About to
can-
say,
Mission number 1, kill
Troll
troll.
can-
Mission number 2, take care of other shit.
Well, if we save the people, we don't really need to kill the troll at all.
So you guys,
He can
we
just-
do.
We can just run away with the
No, he
people.
can come back again and kill these people.
so you're
again.
trying to call
No.
him into here, or are you going to
Oh my
go
God.
in there, everybody else be sneaky, and Massacre will be allowed?
Yeah, I'm going to. They be sneaky to see what's coming up, and I'm like, "Yo, troll!" You know, just
I'm here in your troll
Just-
hole.
just take torch and bang on my shield a bit to make
All
a
right,
bit
so
sound.
tell me exactly where you guys are going to decide to stop moving.
Yours seems pretty good.
Stand back.
I think I would be like behind this little
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
outcropping
I'm
here.
gonna sit behind this rock.
So
Let me
because you
just-
guys made all the noise,
Yeah.
the things
all
that
of
we're
it.
gonna. No, I don't want to turn this into that. Stupid game.
It's my torch, by the way.
Okay.
Just so you
Just,
guys know.
just the troll appears and he's like a really, really nice person.
Well, not only do you hear that the troll is way back here.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Well, from this hole down here, you hear a lot of like squirming and gross noises
The mind worms.
From what hole?
right there.
That one.
Oh my
gotcha.
god! Imagine if they are just mind flayer larvas.
Oh.
Damn.
So
Ah, fuck.
This is not what they actually look like.
Ah, fuck.
They look really gross. But these guys were supposed to join later in the fight, but you guys are just impatient. If you had
We're-
snuck in
Hello?
there, they wouldn't
Hey.
have started off right away.
Well,
We're good at this.
let me find them and hold
Live
up
with
the
it.
book for you.
You know, you're
guys.
just unnecessarily making us feel bad.
Yeah.
You
We're
didn't
really
have-
no. We're
you
actually
didn't
really
have to
good
share
at
that
this because
information.
Now
Yeah,
we know
the-
everything going in. They're not going to like ambush
the
us.
bad guys have revealed their hand, so to speak.
And
Where
right now,
are
the people
you?
are still safe. They're like blocked in, but nothing can happen to them in there.
I
Like,
mean, who knows? Maybe a bunch of rocks are gonna collapse.
Yeah.
and
Here
We
they
don't
are.
even know they're in there.
So they actually look
Who
like
really
this.
cares? This is
Oh,
Don
wow.
Can.
Yeah.
Oh, bruh.
So they've got big old worm heads.
Oh, bruh. Oh, that's like the dogs from what's it called from that show that everybody
Oh,
saw
Bevan?
Corinne.
in D&D
you should
after
put the map
watching.
screen up.
In a moment. You're right. I'm sorry, viewers, that I'm the worst. And I'm awful.
That's why I keep an eye
Happens.
on it, because you're the worst.
And I'm awful. And no one should watch me.
Oh my god.
There you go. Now everybody can see. And we're going to roll for initiative once I give all of these guys names. Yes, show the nameplate for the Carry On Hound and the Carrion Hound. Apostrophe N.
Larry and Bob it is.
Carry on my way.
My wayward up.
Perfect.
There'll be peace
Ooh.
when you
Ooh.
are done.
Oh, I can close Keith.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, we're rolling good, except for Ibram.
I'm really dragging today. It's
Well,
just,
you're making shirts.
someone got in my head earlier about how I'm doing
Oh,
combat,
man.
and
I
I'm
wonder
just
who.
not feeling it anymore.
Ugh.
Now you're just
Uh.
looking into the making shirts business, you know.
Yeah, I'm real excited that we're finally gonna kill
Oops.
a troll. Now these fucking guys are in the way. I was like, I just want
You just wanted to
I
kill
don't
the
know why you're
troll.
here and making my life so much harder.
This is
So, do they look flammable?
depressed.
These
boys.
guys, they look like the nastiest shit you've ever seen. They
Yeah.
are literally
Awesome.
giant dogs
Worm.
with a bunch of worm heads. It's pretty effing gross.
It's very what's it called Werewolf the Apocalypse kind of enemies, Black Spiral Dancers thing.
Yeah.
Is this something with my vast knowledge of Titan spawn I would know something about?
I mean, you know, they're Titan spawn.
Oh, perfect. I get advantage. of
And
this.
you know they're gross.
Gotta
What do I
kill 'em.
know? With a 14.
As a 14, you know that these are carrion hounds, and they are essentially like direwolf size
Mhm.
monsters whose heads have been completely eaten and is now
Oof.
being controlled by roughly a dozen worms.
Okay.
And it
Uh,
smells disgusting.
Don't you hate
Would
when
I-
that happens? When you just have a dozen worms taking over your
Controlling
head?
you. I know, right?
Why
Would I
does it
know
always
anything
smell
about
bad?
if fire or radiant damage would be of significant advantage against
You
them?
know it wouldn't hurt, and you also know that poison literally wouldn't hurt it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Mazrak, I'd recommend using the hammer on these fellas.
Don't
Just a
worry.
thought,
You
just
can
a
like
thought,
set
you
the
know,
torch down somewhere.
I don't know if you're open to notes on your style of combat, but I would recommend using
would
the
just-
hammer.
Put out the torch because it will then still be a magical weapon. Put it against my belt and then
Yeah.
draw my hammer.
Worst case scenario, someone can just light it for you. It takes an action like
Sorry, our only guy who can magically create fire is outside the game.
until you guys are in danger, and then he'll come to your rescue.
Keith comes in. Shadow Arrow.
He has a very offensive English voice.
Suddenly.
Shadow Arrow.
He comes in and he goes, "Plus Ultra."
And he
then
just
he-
punches.
All right,
he
Master.
whips it again.
Masric, before you do anything, the first thing I need you to do on your turn is roll a Constitution savings throw.
Because it's disgusting.
All right.
Oh,
So-
you should probably get advantage if it's being caused by one of those Titan spawn.
Yeah, you do.
Awesome.
Good.
Damn!
So you are immune to the stench of all of these carrion hounds for an hour. You can get close and not worry about stuff.
Oh, thank
Now,
Nice.
kill mode engaged.
Time to whack him with my hammer. My blood hammer. I would like to target the worm specifically,
Okay,
of course.
that's
21.
gonna hit.
Awesome. 16 damage. And of course, down goes the next worm. Whack, whack.
Oh man,
Playing whack-a-worm.
good. You
Whack-a-mole,
whacked
whack-a-mole.
them. You whacked some moles.
That's whack.
Good job, man. You did it, Masrick. Solemn, it's your turn.
I was useful.
Whichever worm-faced
BRB.
son of a bitch, I'm gonna toll the dead to whichever one looks.
That'd be
the
this one
most
up here,
hurt.
the Carrion Hound.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him have it.
Yeah, I'm not getting names.
What?
Or-
Oh, you're not?
Give me
Oops.
a.
We also can't see health bars for these friends.
Well,
me
that's
a
on
wisdom.
purpose.
okay, I
that's-
wasn't
okay.
certain.
But you can see
Give
the
me-
names in the initiative order.
Yes.
Give me a wisdom
Mm.
saving throw, man.
I'm not so confident about
Or-
that being factual.
Nope, we can't.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Nope.
interesting.
We have the troll, but not the,
Oh, okay.
the worm boys.
Well, there's his wisdom
Ravenous.
of 10. So he takes.
Boom. Oh my god!
Oh man.
Hey, look at you.
Oh,
Sick.
Well, he's just, a worm dog. He doesn't have any sense of mortality.
I guess
Pulling the
not.
dead on him, he's just like, oh, bells.
He's got 12 worms controlling him. He should have 12 times the sense of mortality.
You know what?
Damn.
It's true.
There, now can you see their name?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
The carry on hound.
And the.
And the carrion hound.
Oh, man. Yeah, so maybe one of the worms, like, kind of struggles for a second. And then it's perfectly fine.
Oh man. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bump.
That's it. This is the
The
end.
Caribbean Hound. All right, Susa, it's your turn.
Okay.
I gotta change this music.
I'm gonna step up to carrion hound, and I'll probably have to make a con save.
Yep, do it. And then tell me what you got.
19.
You're fine. You retch for a moment, you're like, "Hup."
Yeah.
But then I smell the beautiful flowers that I smell like, even though I'm covered in blood, and I'm fine. Okay, so I go in with the stabbing. 20 for 7,
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna stab.
10 for 6, probably doesn't
That's
hit.
not gonna stab.
22 for 7,
That's gonna hit.
and then I flurry. 24 for 6,
That's gonna hit.
and if necessary, war fan. 11 for 4, probably
That's
doesn't
gonna
hit.
miss.
Okay, then I just back up a little.
All right. The carry on hound doesn't really have anywhere it can reach.
Come on.
But it's gonna like lean forward at you, and all of its heads at once are gonna take a nip at you, Masrick. Yes.
All the worms.
Disgusting.
Remember, has
Yeah.
disadvantage.
It has disadvantage. Okay.
It has
So an 18.
Well, shit.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait till I
Hit
click
me.
this. 25 damage.
Wait, what?
Well, a bunch of worms just went, nom,
And now
nom, nom,
remember,
nom, nom,
I
nom.
am doing
Oh.
for you guys what I did with the last group of enemies too. This is for weaker parties, and this is even lower than the average of for weaker parties.
And if he was being really mean, he could make the troll come out right now.
I mean, he will, but he's
Oh,
blocked by
man.
the carrion and the carry-on
Yeah.
hound.
Yeah.
So the other one
You're doing great.
is actually... Oh, it doesn't have reach. I
Troll's
guess
like-
it's going to attack Masrick again.
Come on. Come on.
Wow.
Ugh.
What the hell?
Come on.
18, 20, 20.
Give me the damage,
18.
Bevan.
Only
Come
19 this time.
On. Yeah, 19. That's perfect.
You're
I love it.
fine. You've still got 15 health.
15 HP. Oh.
You're
And your max
perfect,
health
you're
is plus
good.
10, so you know when you get healed
Ugh.
back up, you'll be good.
It's the troll's turn. He's going to move,
Yay.
but then he's got to squeeze through his little hole. And then he's going to squeeze
Yes.
back on out. And he's going to... There's something about you, Adam. I think he knows that you know stuff about him.
That I know
and
that
maybe
we
he
know.
read my T-shirt.
Yes. So he's going to pick up a rock and huck it at you. Does he get
Oh.
disadvantage against you too, or just against Mazur?
No, he just against Mazur.
Well, a 25.
That's gonna... Just did it.
For 14. But that's his
Good.
turn.
And now I need to make a concentration save. So, hey.
I can't. It's so bad. I can't really just jump in the way and.
Yeah. This is where I said, like, if you die, you die.
I see. I'm the punching bag. I'm gonna die.
It's all right. You guys have all of your turns before they move again. You can
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
kill one of them.
We're in good shape. Things,
It's fine.
things are
Ibram,
fine.
it's fine, and it's Ibram's
I'm
turn.
gonna fire off an arrow at that ugly boy. I can't find my bow. There it is. And then I'm going to fire again.
Man, if it was ever time for Bloodborne music.
And who are they both against?
Uh,
They
They're
already hurt
both-
Hound?
yeah.
All right, so 10 and 13. So 23. That was a good one, Adam.
I try.
Most of the worms in it are dead. There's only like 2 hanging there. Like, come on, guys.
Oh,
We got to keep this thing moving.
Rally together, rally together.
one of them was moving the front leg, the other one was
Yeah.
moving the back. Then they switch legs so they can make it walk.
You're getting to see it in real life. The video of all the SpongeBob's and SpongeBob's brain trying to keep everything together.
Yeah.
But it's just 2 of them running around
It's
like
just-
pressing buttons.
And it's also very gross.
Yes, it's also incredibly disgusting. Masrick Blackwater, it is your turn.
That's nature.
It's me.
You're gonna kill that mother.
Yeah. The top carry on hound is going to get it.
Well,
Or not.
that's the carrion. Do it
Oh,
another man, though. That's
man.
close. Oh man, it looks like you
Ah.
Well, time for second wind.
Now we're talking.
missed. Second wind or
Yeah.
action, sir? Oh, second wind just to heal
No,
yourself.
second wind.
Yeah.
It's healing.
10
Just-
HP.
No, it's only
Come on.
7. The 3 is
7.
from. He just has that
doesn't-
bonus on everything.
Doesn't carry my blood force with it.
That's all right. Solemn.
That's me.
I am definitely gonna try to heal you. I'm gonna get in close so I can touch you, Mazrak, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, thank
However,
God.
I'm not going to upcast it because I am running low on those kinds of spells.
No, we had you guys take your long rest. You're fine.
What? We did?
On your
Short
your
rest.
short rest. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you
short-
don't get spell
Oh,
slots.
I
back
don't
for
get
short rest.
spell slots
No.
from short. No.
Sorry, the last
but-
person I was DMing with spells was Corinne when she was playing a warlock.
Yeah, and
So you're
everything
gonna
gets
get,
refreshed.
You're gonna get this many plus 4, so
9
that's
more.
9 health. Yes.
You're at 31. You're doing.
That's almost my entire health all the time.
Yeah, he's fine. I keep saying it. Yeah, we're fine. We're in good shape.
You're gonna
This
do
fool's
it.
gonna die today.
You're doing okay.
All right, Siusa Salazar.
Okay, Siusa steps up to Carrion and goes in for the slicing. Boop. 14 for 7.
Not gonna do it.
Darn it. 12 for 2. Not gonna do
That
it.
surprisingly also doesn't do it.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, it does. 19 for 9.
That does it. That hits.
And then I flurry. 16 for 7.
That's gonna do it
Hmm.
and kill him.
Yes.
So that one dies, and a few more worms like kind of like dig out of it and dig back down the hole.
Ugh.
And then I continue my attack. Can I reach this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I do my war fan on that one
What
That
is a
hits.
man?
for only 3, but it hits. And then I back up.
Man, I hope somebody was doing the math on how much damage that thing took to kill.
I was dead.
About
You just hit it till the green
90-ish.
bar's gone. You don't need to know numbers.
90-ish, I think.
All right. Oh, it is not Troll's turn. It's the Carry On Hound, who is gonna attack
Carry On.
Masrick. Who,
Come on, bitch.
honestly, he's been getting really high rolls.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom. He whiffs. Nothing.
Hey.
See, it's fine. Troll's turn. The troll is gonna move and squeeze here.
He's got
Nope, he really can't fit.
Mm-mm.
Nope. But he can throw a rock. Oh, can he throw a rock? No, he's only. Luckily,
He's gonna
only
gonna
got
pick
10
up the-
feet reach, so he can't reach through it and attack you
he's
guys.
gonna pick up the dead body of the worm dog and just throw it at us.
So the 22 is gonna hit Masrick
Oh
Yeah.
man. Oh man.
Yeah.
for only 11.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
That's
fine.
fine.
Everything's fine.
You're fine.
It's all
Uh,
fine.
No, you weren't at
Just-
you were at 31 because of the 9 health he gave you.
Yeah, yeah. we
Death and
just-
honor.
So you're at 20 health, Mass, right?
Order!
11.
No, you're at 20 because he healed you after you healed yourself. So you're at
Yeah, he
31.
did.
So you're at 20 now.
Then fine. That's fine.
Even though this isn't my
Everything's
job to pay attention to
Sorry.
your health for you. Ibram, it's your turn. I don't want you to die, but there's the day's still young.
Here come the arrows.
At
Uh,
Carry On
dog.
Hound or Troll?
Yeah, carry on hound. Let's do this one at a time.
Just doing it the right way. 13 damage.
Got him.
Force damage, and then another arrow. That's how you do it.
Boom. Oh no, he's not that low.
What?
Oh no, they're really good arrows though.
Dude.
Oh shit, did Keith
Man.
shoot too? That's crazy.
Keith shot from
he
all the way
finally
back
did
there.
it.
He
Oh,
did it.
Keith.
I don't know how he did, but that thing's dead. All right, that's all. I guess
Perfect.
I'm gonna take a step back. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Masrick, it's your turn.
It is. So I'm going to ignore what happened and just attack the Carry On Hound.
Oh man.
Okay.
Please die. Nope.
Nope.
Mhm.
Please die.
Yes.
Yes.
Not to die, but to hit.
At least hit it. Can I do... Wait. Let
I
me
mean,
just...
you can do whatever you dang well please as long as it's a part of the rules.
Uh-huh.
These hounds are all. Like that's their
Awesome.
heads. Like slapping
What
together
are they,
because
what
they're
are they
worms.
saying?
I mean, I
I
could...
speak their worm language.
They can't speak
Technically.
it. They can understand it though if you yell at them.
Good.
Awesome.
I'll keep
I
that
mean-
in mind.
All I could do is shove this Carry On Hound around, but that's not gonna...
You don't have another.
I mean-
You only have 1 second wind still.
No, I can still shove it with my shield master. I could shove it back into the hole. I'm doing it. I'm trying to shove it upwards with my shield logic.
Yeah, but it's only gonna move this much. It's not gonna move that much.
Yeah.
Little
No, but
steps.
trolling,
Baby,
man.
baby steps.
Baby steps, Bevan. Baby
Right
steps.
now,
Yes.
he's an anti-troll wall. I
Also, if you do
discuss it in
shove
the
it-
second chapter of my book, which you guys clearly didn't read.
You guys really don't. When was the
Yeah.
last time you played Fire Emblem? Like, come on,
That's
you
my
gotta
turn.
keep him
That's my turn.
He's
Come
a
on,
wall.
do it.
We need him there.
solemn.
Okay. You guys are doing great damage wise, but health wise not so great. I'm thinking we can remedy this by doing more damage. I'm going.
Solemn's
going
like
to
giving
cast-
a pep talk in the back.
I'm gonna cast 2 spells.
See,
Ooh.
Galaxy
Yes.
Brain.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action,
Nice, nice.
which spawns a little.
now what level
Sword.
What level spell is spiritual action?
It's second, so that's my final second level spell.
All right, so one of the 2 spells has to be a cantrip. Remember.
The other will be the other will be Toll the Dead, which
Oh,
is a
okay.
cantrip. Spiritual Weapon is a bonus
Yeah.
action spell, which means I can also cast the Thaumaturgy, right?
Yes.
Right? Get it?
Well,
Sorry, the Toll the
thaumaturgy
Dead.
or Toll of the Dead. I was gonna say
Toll the Dead,
thaumaturgy.
Toll
I
the
mean,
Dead.
okay. Spiritual weapon. What does it do exactly?
It creates a floating, ghostly sword made out of radiant energy that just on my turn I can use as a bonus action to make an extra attack.
Okay.
I think you get to put that wherever you want.
Yeah.
I
And it
think.
floats around and follows me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, and I can
And you
command
can
it to
attack
go
within
further away
60
from me.
feet. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Exactly.
gotcha.
So go ahead and draw your spiritual weapon while I roll a Carrion Hound's wisdom save. A 3. So he takes 2d12 damage. Let's make it work. Work it, girl.
Kind of
Good
looks
sword.
like a sword, right?
That
Yeah.
looks good enough.
Oh, sorry, 2d12. There we go. It's rolling. 11.
Hey,
There you
that's
go.
pretty good.
And does a spiritual weapon it takes up a whole square, right?
The spiritual weapon. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
floating spectral thing. I think you.
It does take a bonus space.
It takes up a
Yeah,
square.
it does.
So there
it
you
does.
go. That's
It
good
does take
too.
up a square.
All right, so you saw.
I can
Okay.
use it next turn to start dishing out.
You
the
can
pain.
use it this turn.
Yeah, you
Can I?
can use it the turn it goes out.
It's a free action.
When you
Okay,
cast the
well-
spell, you can make a melee spell attack.
In that case, the melee spell attack is. Is it working?
Yeah, you would just do your normal melee attack roll.
Or
No,
you
I mean,
use
when
the
I-
one
when
that
I-
when he casted it,
when
that was
I
20 for
cast
6.
it-
Oh, it was
Something
20 for
happened.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just going to do that right here. Come on. There we are.
So I'm gonna go right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack this wormy friend. Dagger, 26 for 9.
Oh, that's a hit.
Or fan, 11 for 7.
That's not.
Dagger, 15 for 7.
That is.
It's still alive.
Awesome.
Oh, it's still alive.
Okay, I flurry. Dagger, 22 for 8.
All right, that's a hit.
War fan, 17 for 3.
That hits. It's still alive, though.
Okay, I disengage.
I
Bye.
run away.
Yeah.
Till next
She just
time.
runs in and goes, ha ha ha, ha, and then runs back out.
All right, so the Masric, it's going to attack you with disadvantage and miss.
What's up? What?
Ah. Oh no.
And then the Ravenous Troll is also going to pick up another rock
Swear to God.
and miss as well.
Hell yeah.
See? Sometimes things work out for you. Ibram Sage.
Thanks, Ibram.
Oh, I have a brilliant plan. I'm gonna shoot him with my bow. Coming
Novel
at you.
idea.
Force bow. Ugh.
Yeah, you whiffed.
Try that again. Force
That's a
bow.
hard riff.
And you hit it, and it's all the worms in its head like explode. I like
Yeah,
to.
dude.
It's like the missile in Iron Man that he shoots, and it sits there for a second, and nothing happens, and then it.
I like that. I like that.
Now the troll is free.
Oh,
Oh, you
he's
know,
coming.
not all plans.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
You know,
Masric.
Oh Lord.
that's actually
It's
chapter
me.
3 in my troll hunting book.
In me.
He's coming.
So I
The
would-
value of disengage.
So, as a bonus action, I would like to switch from my hammer to my magical torch and light it.
Do it.
Yes.
There. And then I charge at him and stand in front of him, just challenging him.
Come
My ancestors smile upon me.
You go up to like his knee, and he's looking down at you.
Yeah, I don't care. I just look up. I've dealt with girls uglier than you. So,
And he kind of blushes.
awesome.
He's like, "You've danced with girls uglier than me, so
I
that
rolled
mean
to seduce.
Bards.
Hey!
you mean Anruk have chance with Masric Blackwater? No, we're not doing
Yes.
this. Not today.
Damn it.
I mean, he
I
rolled really
tried.
well, though.
You don't speak his language, though.
He speaks
I
the
can
language of love.
translate. I don't
Yeah,
want to, but I
Ibram's
will,
going
for the
to
good of
act as
everyone.
translator.
And Adam's like, "Ugh, rug, ugh, ugh," and then the troll blushes. But no, for realsies, Masric, kick his ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my amazing torch dagger
Okay.
and
But
whack
do
him.
it.
I mean,
You don't
That's
get
not
that the extra force though, do you?
I,
You still get 2 of that.
yeah,
you
two,
don't get the
two I
two.
get.
So
Yeah, the blood force is out. Sorry.
I mean, still,
That's-
that's great. That's you just did
that's a
10
lot of-
damage. Just
Yeah.
boom. Now you guys are gonna love this. Wait.
He laughs and goes, "Fire cannot hurt me."
No, he does kind of, and he like pulls his leg back from you. He's not a fan. But you do get another torch dagger. Phew.
Come on, torch dagger. Don't disappoint me now.
9. That's none of those are
Nice.
bad. Look at all
It's
that.
okay.
Alright.
Solemn. So
Yes.
first, radiant ranged attack with your sword.
Exactly. This is my bonus action. I'm gonna move the sword forward and be like, stab! Stab at me! I stab at me! I'm sorry. Man, clerics are fun. The heart of evil, I stab at thee. And I miss.
You miss. It kind of
I guess.
tink, tink, tink.
You tried.
Then I'm gonna take 2 steps forward and cast. I'm gonna cast some kind of heal. I know that I can do that, but I'm gonna have to cast it at higher levels.
Oh darn!
Yes, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. No. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at its normal level, so level 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my higher level spell for later. So
Hey, you
that's
gained
9 plus 4.
13 health.
Amazing. I'm almost looking good again.
All right.
Hang in there, Masrek.
You
Alrighty.
got this.
Siusa.
Siusa
Always
runs
forward,
up
never
and
backward.
does what she does best. Stab. Oh, she
thought
missed
you were
the
gonna
first
drink.
I mean,
You missed again.
okay.
Get him.
Huh?
You missed again.
Gosh darn it. I guess she's not very good at this. She flurries.
Yeah.
Haha. Oh.
You
She
missed.
she disengages and then goes to drink more because that was a really
Oh.
bad.
That's a good idea because the ravenous troll gets 3 attacks. 1 bite
Oh.
attack, 2 with its claw attack. And they all have, sorry to say this, Solemn, they have range.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh.
first he goes and claws at you, Solemn,
Okay.
for 20.
Nope.
He's-
Nope.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Nope.
Yeah, nope.
You
So
don't
it's
need
gonna
to-
hit
You don't need to
Masrick.
always take it for. Oh
Get
god.
away! I shove you out of the way. Don't you dare touch my cleric.
All right. So luckily it switches. Now he only has 1 attack, his bite. He doesn't get 2. But you do take 10 slashing damage.
That's fine.
However,
Yeah, grapple.
you're medium or smaller, right?
That's why I took the hit, my friend.
All right, so he's going to take a bite on you.
See if I can escape him.
Well, at least he doesn't get advantage.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So the 16
Damn it!
didn't get out, and you were so ungodly luck. Oh yeah, so you didn't break advantage, but he didn't get the bite in on you.
Ooh.
So you're lucky on that. Ibram, it is your turn, because once he's grappling, he only gets the bite and and a claw attack on you, Masrick. Ibram, it's your
Oh,
turn.
man.
And Masrick,
turn.
you're lucky I already made he doesn't... He still had disadvantage on you. Because he's supposed to have advantage while he's holding you, but I forgot, and it's too late now. So from now on, he just gets the neutral again.
That's fine. That's fine.
But we're going to let you
Alright.
keep that 16. Because I didn't
Oh,
read
man.
all the way.
Well, let me look in my toolbox of ideas and shoot him with a bow.
Holy shit!
I mean, your bonus action to declare him your enemy and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's why we get all that force damage and stuff.
So he
Yeah,
just
I
dealt...
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
that was just 19. Whatever.
just.
That's why Ibram wrote the book on this.
I told you, let's kill the troll,
There we go.
and that's
And
what I'm
then-
gonna do.
That's a big old chunk. All
I'm gonna
right.
Shoot him again.
That one
Oh.
doesn't hit, unfortunately.
I was kind of busy patting myself on the back on that last one.
You don't get advantage. Do you get advantage on Titan Spawn?
No, man,
Okay.
Rangers suck. Why would that ability be any good?
Masrick, you can roll another grapple check to break your grapple,
On. I can still attack, I think, if I'm.
or you can just attack it while you're grappled.
I mean, I'm trying to hit his hands.
Okay.
Just, you know.
Well, that hits.
Wait, do I roll at disadvantage? Let me check.
I don't think you do.
I mean, I'm grappled.
In fact, I think when you're grappled, you both get advantage on attacking one another.
That would be insanely funny.
I think it's because you're both so close to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna hit him. Come on.
You're not doing the fire torch. You're doing the hammer of the seas.
No, I'm doing the fire torch. Sorry.
Then get rid of that. We'll count the first one as a hit, but still roll your damage for fire torch.
Hey.
10. So,
10.
alrighty. And then roll your other one for.
Come on, Torch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I almost just gave him over 1,000 health by mistake.
Whoa!
Like
Wanna
10,000
come
health.
closer, troll?
And he's like, ouch.
Help
And
me with
I'm
your
going to make
soft
him
hands.
roll a concentration check to maintain the
Wait, what?
grapple. Him, because you just burnt the
what?
hand that's holding him.
Okay.
Oh, he drops you.
He drops you like a
So
like something that burns.
you do take 2 damage just from the fall.
He drops
That's
you
fine.
like a hot potato.
Yeah.
All right, Solemn.
Too sexy
turn.
for him.
I am going to take one step back, and I'm going to put my arm on Mazrak, and I'm gonna be like, it's taken all I can to maintain the spell, but as long as I live, I will make sure you're alive as well. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make sure he can tank everything that's coming at him. So that's this
Good
much
idea.
plus 4.
Nice.
That's another
13.
13.
And now are you going to stab him?
I am.
Oh, I am.
We are called the Undying for a reason. Or the Unfailing.
It is. Does that hit?
Oh, that
Yes, it
hits.
Oh,
does,
heck
right?
yeah.
And guess what?
Stab, stab.
Double digits. Like, I can hear Adam's face from me saying double digits. Like, all right, so he's going to take just one step here, and he's going to reach for.
Is it his turn? I thought it was my turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. Go
make sure
back.
you disengage further.
She can't. She can
Yeah.
only move the 10 feet away.
I can only move the 10 feet,
Oh.
but I have to stay like within range. Okay, so I'm going at it.
Corinne, I think you could, if you got all criticals, kill him in this turn.
Okay, 18 for 11.
Or crit. Come on.
Well, no.
Crit fail.
I mean, that's a crit.
22 for 11.
Geez, you keep getting a lot of 11s.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I flurry. 12 for 6.
Nope.
Miss. 25 for 3.
That hits.
I'm getting a lot of 3s too, and then I disengage. As much as I can.
All right, and now to everyone's surprise, he's going to move here and reach for Susa Salazar.
Rude.
Come on.
17 hit.
Does that hit you?
It would just.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna jump
Whoa.
in and repel the attack.
Interpose.
Because it doesn't hit me.
It does hit you or
So-
it doesn't?
Doesn't. 17 doesn't hit me.
Oh, I thought it hit you it hit you regardless before because of your AC.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Correct.
But he still gets to, make another swipe at you, Susa, which
Yeah,
he
no.
fails.
Yeah, bring
Not
it.
today.
try.
Not
Bruh,
today,
you
troll
rolled a
friend.
natural 1, it's still an 11.
Amazing.
Yes. And
He's
now
a very
he's
good troll.
just going to be frustrated and bite you, Masrick. And miss.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Man, if he had oh man, Ibram, if you guys kill him, I'll tell you what almost happened to Masrick.
Awesome.
Oh, I
Oh.
think I know what it is.
Corinne's played enough
hit him up.
Pathfinder.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
know
a
what
common.
this is.
The thing he would have done isn't a common thing in 5e, but in Pathfinder, oh boy.
Oh
Bite my
boy.
head off.
Ibram, it's your turn.
Maybe I'll kill him, but probably not. Let's find out.
Miss. It's a whiff.
Damn
That
it.
one's not a whiff.
Come on, Ibram.
And you guys with your 11s are keeping the damage just right.
Alright. Yeah, that's all I got. That's
Masrick.
troll hunting with Ibram.
The thing
With
is,
arrows.
I'm very happy that 5e doesn't have as many save or die mechanics as previous editions. Which I
Masrick?
do not like.
Let
Torch
it
dagger
heal
time
itself.
after I move up a bit, of course. Just
11.
then
Again.
whack.
You guys have that.
More
That's a
11s.
curse. Yeah.
That's weird.
That's
That's a
nothing,
bad 11.
unfortunately.
11, 11, make a wish.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait.
I wish we win this fight.
How damaged does he look? Quite damaged.
He's pretty damaged.
He's
You're
pretty
lucky you've
burnt
been
up by
dealing
now,
fire
right?
damage to him all these times too. you
Yes.
guys.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
That's me. Almost every time.
Are you
It's a
gonna
good thing.
action surge?
No, I'm gonna save it.
All right.
Okay, solemn.
Solemn.
First, I'm gonna use my bonus action to try to stab it, and then I'm gonna cast something.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm gonna cast something other than healing spells.
From Hell's Heart, you stab at the.
Yes. from Limbo, or the place where Namorga rules.
And you
That's,
did.
That's a
Yeah,
hit, right?
but you also ruined the two numbers are the same streak we had going with all those 11s. Because he had been like at 99, then 88.
I'm sorry.
All right, cast your spell.
I'm just really trying to kill
Just cast your
it.
6 damage spell.
I'm going to cast a somewhat more damaging spell. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to be like, finish it! I'm going to upcast it at level 3.
How many spell slots do you have?
It's my last level 3.
Okay.
It's going to explode like this.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
15 damage.
15 damage. It's not that great.
Oh,
but
that's still great because you get advantage now, Susa.
Exactly. So you say you get advantage.
On all attacks or just the first attack?
Or just one.
I think it's just the one. Let me make sure.
Okay. I mean, that's still good. However, if it were all attacks, it'd be like, all right, it's dead.
Yeah. I think it's just the one. I think it's
The
just
next attack roll
Okay.
against this
Okay.
target.
Susa,
So
finish it.
I step up. I step up. Go with my dagger. 25 for 6.
Oh, that hits.
And then I go back to normal and non-advantage.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Uh,
Fan.
that
Probably
does
miss.
not.
Dagger. 16 for 9.
That hits.
I flurry for the absolute last
Oh.
time. Dagger. Oh.
Oh,
Fan. 27 for 4.
that hits, but it
Nice.
doesn't kill him.
I back
no!
up.
Come on.
Damn it.
So close.
Oh, damn
Come
it.
on.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
is
might
Ibram
be able
gonna
to
do the
do it.
cleanup?
All right. Master Blackwater. Oh.
Oh man,
Oh.
close.
Oh.
Yes!
22. 22.
The 22. I know. It's just.
Still, it's not a crit, so,
So
I'm
you're
happy.
not getting the 15 plus 12. You're getting
And 15
half
is
of that.
more than enough.
the 15 is divided by 2. You still get the so you get the 15. So you take the 15, he's grappling you. He is
Yeah,
now going
wait.
to make a bite
Wait,
attack.
wait,
oh yeah,
wait,
roll
wait,
your
wait,
thing.
wait.
Roll it.
Ha!
Uh-oh.
No
What?
grapple for you, troll.
You
He's
trolled
not
him.
going to get to do it.
He's still going to bite you
Come on.
for
Damn it.
for
Crunch.
12. You're alive. Adam, finish him.
Kill the
Finish
troll.
him.
Can
Kill
do this
the
all
troll.
day.
He was
I've been
gonna-
waiting for this moment
so-
my whole life. Hey!
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh!
you hit him
Natural
right
Ed.
between.
I got 4
No, what you do is you hit him in the
Yakasha.
throat. You cave troll him, and he does the and falls on Masric and kills him. So I'm
My
not
plan
sure
went perfectly.
if you remember
Eat that,
much
Mazrak, you dick.
from what happens when creatures 2 sizes or more larger than you fight you in Pathfinder. Almost all of them have swallow whole.
Whoa.
If he succeeded on a bite attack while you were
like-
grappled, the grapple would have ended and you would have been in his stomach, and you've been every turn. You would take 6d6 acid damage at the start of each of the troll's turn.
That's just like 3.5.
Yeah.
And you have to like
And if
cut
it
yourself
took
out from the inside.
25 damage or more from you, you would have to do a DC 14 Constitution saving throw at the end of that turn or regurgitate you.
But
If it dies, and if it dies, you're no longer restrained and you could just get out. But I was hoping he'd swallow you.
That weapon looks a
as
bit
soon
like a
as
fish.
as soon as you kept trying
Yes,
to
it does,
grab and
doesn't it?
bite, I'm like, oh,
So guess how many carrion hounds were default?
6.
Yes, 6 were default.
Damn.
The weaker parties was supposed to be 3.
I mean, I'm still up, you know?
Yeah, we did great.
Yeah, exactly. So a
I
passage.
literally used all of my ki.
I would just like to go over to the troll and burn his brains so he doesn't regenerate, you know?
So are
Yeah,
you guys
just
gonna
stab it while it's
explore
down.
behind him, or are you gonna go to the rocks first?
Well, I guess we wouldn't know what's behind the rocks, even though we players do now, but
How
I would
about
say
we-
I would explore deeper in the cave.
And then you can get the rocks on the way out. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
A passageway at the back of the troll's lair leads to an older larder. Read or paraphrase. I'm going to just read. This room is filled several feet deep with the cracked and broken bones of humanoids.
Oh.
It'd be almost impossible to pick out a distinct skeleton amongst the piles, but here and there you see a ring still on a finger bone, or a piece of armor tossed carelessly in amongst the remains. And you can see it clearly. Deep within this charnel house, something glows with a soft golden light. So, whoever goes in first, which I think was Adam, you find a golden apple as fresh as if it still hung on the boughs of a tree, and the first wholesome thing you've seen in this place. In a small leather pouch hanging from a belt wrapped around a skeletal pelvis. So that's like where you find it, isn't it? And it is a apple of replenishment.
Interesting.
And then if you guys want to pick through the bones, you can find some stuff. That's up to
Apple
you
of
guys.
replenishment. Any of y'all know what this is?
It looks like an apple.
And it looks like it might replenish.
You know, from Greek mythology, I'm shitting my pants, but from
Why don't
D&D
you roll an
rules-
Arcana check?
Oh no.
I feel like we shouldn't
Or-
trust this apple.
A nature or a religion, because all of these would have showed up in
Yeah.
all of those.
Because you know, Helen of Troy and all that.
Oh, Bill, the adventure we're playing is actually down at the bottom where it says the good hosts. That's the one we're playing. Sorry, not to be a butthead to Bill.
Hey, I just noticed I don't care about crits. Why was I so afraid?
I forgot. You should have reminded us, yeah, because of your adamantium
Adamantine
stuff you
armor.
don't get. So yeah, the three of you who rolled, who cared to roll, you
Wait.
know that an apple of replenishment, it's said to be grown on one tree and one tree alone, in a grove deep in the Ganju's forest, sacred to Denev. Their power is mighty and rare, for the tree fruits just once a century. These golden apples can be cut in half and consumed, in which each half has the effects of the regeneration spell. If the whole apple is buried in a tomb or grave and left there for 20 hours, it has the effect of the resurrection spell.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Can we bring all of these people back?
These people know. That is not what it is here for. I'm going to tell you now. So now,
Okay.
the only place you have is
Nay.
you were told of a little cave by Calix, whatever. And you're guessing it was the one that was piled in rocks.
May I have this fruit?
What do you want? You can already cast.
Why don't you guys worry about this in a moment? Because first you have to move these stones out of the way.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to roll a stealth check and keep the troll from showing up. You can just roll your DC strength check, but you don't really have to. So you guys are just going to move it. It'll take about 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Take 20,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. So behind the stones are a human woman, a young human boy, and a muscular gray-furred Slytherin male with long, bushy whiskers that almost form a beard. Each of them is bound by ropes around their ankles. The two adults are glassy-eyed and uncommunicative. The boy, Calix's brother Kalios, is alert and talkative.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna go
okay,
in there
boy?
and start cutting bonds.
Yeah. So Kalios, like very, very calmly and everything says, "Oh yeah, my sister escaped to help. Mom and Elric, they're just scared stupid. They'll be fine in a moment. And the troll's probably asleep right now. He
Yeah,
finished
he did.
eating Mom's friend's Daphne that morning. But you know,
Well,
The
He is-
cannibals sleep
he
forever
has
now.
he is completely unemotional as he says this.
I would like to
Uh,
medicine him to see if he like.
Yeah, you can do a DC 13 insight check.
I don't
um,
understand human emotion. This is perfectly fine.
Come on, I have +5.
For insight? No, that's good enough. Don't worry.
Ah,
Stupid.
No, the 13's good. Something is deeply off about him. He's too alert and articulate to be in shock, but he's not acting as he should.
So
Now you guys can
Ah.
roll perception
Sociopath.
or intelligence checks.
Wait,
Alright.
I have
what
a
is going
medicine
on here?
kit. Could I
Nope, I'm too busy
theoretically
just freeing them from
try
the
to?
bombs.
I mean, I've seen the worms. You know.
Yes.
What was
So
it?
can I try to
Roll your
use my
wisdom
medicine?
or your investigation checks with advantage, whoever's going to roll them.
So we
Or
have to do
wisdom?
investigation or wisdom?
So,
Or
yeah,
wisdom.
I'm just-
I mean,
Which would be
What-
perception.
what kind
Or
of
a
wisdom?
perception.
Oh, okay, so we can do
Okay.
perception.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought medicine would have been appropriate.
Medicine will be appropriate in just a moment.
Okay, I will wait then. What's wrong with them?
Yeah, 21.
Okay, you guys are.
What's wrong with him? Is he's tied up? Let me just do that.
I mean, maybe slow your roll, Ibram.
So
Why?
you guys
He's
notice
just a
that
kid.
there's a thin trail of dried blood going down his neck from his ear, and crusts of blood around his nose. A DC 15 or higher investigation check, which I believe you guys got, reveals a squirming nest of maggot-like worms still chewing through a skull and scraps of flesh in the corner of this chamber. This is what remains of Daphne. Now you guys can do a medicine or wisdom check.
I have a
Ooh.
medicine kit. Would that help me in curing the boy?
You're not gonna cure anything. This is a check.
They are too far
Yeah.
gone.
Okay, so Masric.
So he dead.
The existence of and basic facts about skullworms. They are parasites that crawl into bodily orifices while a humanoid sleeps, devour the host's brains, and they take over the body. Any magic that cures disease will kill the skullworms. However, killing the skullworms doesn't restore their mind. Only a regenerate spell will do that. The host retains awareness throughout their ordeal, in which this case that means they will be around to watch a gluttonous troll devour their bodies and lose those of their family piece by piece.
Oh,
Calyx
So-
avoided the skullworms because the sounds of the troll eating, sleeping, and moving around disturbed her so much that she stuffed her ears with rags. Since it was a hard target, the skullworms ignored her.
Oh,
So we have the apple, though.
Yeah, we got. I'm gonna
Yes.
cook up this
The
regeneration
apple, which can
spell
be
real
cut
quick.
in
2 pieces.
half. And there's 3 of them.
we need
No.
to choose.
All
Well,
right. So, do
as-
we make that choice, or do we let the teenager outside make that choice?
You make
That's a
that
real
choice.
fucked up moral situation.
I feel like we don't let the child choose. That's a bad idea.
That's fair.
Well, I hate to say it, but I feel like 2 of the lives here make a little bit more sense than the other. Just to put it that way.
Wait,
We
what?
need Orlek, the master engineer.
Yeah, if we let the mother die, then there's 2 orphans. If we let the child die, the mother is losing another child. If we let the master builder die, a master builder dies.
So what are you proposing? I didn't
I'm-
gue from that
Yeah.
which you thought was the
I'm-
best
Yes.
answer.
The master
Yes,
builder.
so that is the situation.
The master builder
To
to die?
Because if the
Well,
mother
remember,
dies, there's
he's
2
not-
orphans.
Dead.
No,
He is
No.
just has 2 intelligence and 2 wisdom.
he is dead.
Because anything that
Basically.
Yeah, he
And
has
if-
a brain worm in him.
not if you cast any cure disease will kill
Yeah,
him.
So
the-
we
yeah,
I
Yeah, I mean,
can.
Well, hey, you know, the
Try.
Well,
kid's a
here's a
little
question.
off, but he's not brain dead.
Solemn, do
So-
you have regeneration as a spell you can cast?
I
eventually?
have
Doesn't
lesser
look like-
restoration, which cures diseases. but
Okay,
I do
well-
not have regeneration.
Yes,
See.
Oh
regenerate
wait, so hang on. So
is
we
a
know.
7th level transmutation spell.
I do not have it.
Yeah, no.
So we know that it's only cured disease methods remove the worms.
It'll just remove the worm.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
they'll
we-
still
we-
have
we-
the brain damage, but
do-
the
do
worms
we
won't
have-
control them.
Yeah. So we have. So Solemn, you have a way to cure
Yeah.
diseases, though.
He can do lesser
I cannot
restoration.
cure. I can cure their bodies, but not their mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
and we can cure the minds of 2 of them with the apples.
Well, let's get rolling on curing the bodies. You know, there's worms in them right now. We should just
Yeah,
let's
that's
take care of
a
that.
start.
I
That's a
must.
start.
I must spend time in prayer before I can cast that spell.
Don't worry, there's not going to be any combat. You can lead them all out and like
Yeah,
lead
that's-
them
A
to
question
set
for
up a
the
camp.
DM.
Question for the
Yes.
Corinne. Yes.
Can we not cure 2 of them now and then completely?
Well, we gotta
And
cure the
then-
disease first.
Yeah, you have
Well,
to get the
yeah.
worms out. Otherwise, all
Yeah.
you're doing is filling it with more food for the worms.
Oh yeah, I know, but I mean
Awesome.
after the worms, like they don't need to be regenerated immediately. Or
No, they are just
Yeah.
Gilderoy Lockhearted.
Okay.
That's just the only way
Awesome.
to restore their minds is with the apple.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's,
or-
let's get out of here. Let's
or
get out of
generation
this
spell.
cave. Let's get back outside where it's nice and disgusting as well. But there's worms in here. Oh shit! Should we just leave a? Should we just leave a pit of worms in here?
Can we
Without
just
a
set it on
food
fire?
source, the worms will die.
Can we just set it on fire?
Can
I mean,
just
yeah, do it.
throw
Is
my
that-
torch in? Just-
Yeah, and they all go, and they're gone.
And I look down. The heathens burn.
And then you spit. and you will listen in, waiting.
Waiting for the spit to land. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a deep hole.
Burn.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Bye.
Okay, now that that's taken care of. let's
All right,
get
so
out
as
of
you
here.
lead them out,
Be careful of the trap.
damn it! I was hoping none of you would remember. I was hoping Master could just be like, "Yes, let's go outside," and then
Hey, whoosh.
a hole straight
No.
through Masric Blackwater.
Siusa warns everyone to be careful of the trap.
Perfect.
Witness me.
Now,
dice
you guys
back.
may wanna. You know what you should do, Solemn? Have your sword activate that trap so that no one else has to worry about. Like, that's how I always feel in Skyrim if I skip over a trap. I'm like, yeah, but now either I'm gonna come back later forgetting the trap's there, or some hunter is gonna go in there and be
Well,
like,
Solemn does kind of revere death. If you could set up like a camcorder to just record
a
movements.
field camera.
Yeah.
God.
Fuck it. I will do that. I'll just enable the trap.
Sorry, I
Would
was
have
eating
hurt.
blueberries. So yeah, what do you guys do?
Go. All right. So we should set up camp, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
please.
we set up camp.
And as you open the door, what's her name? The little girl runs forward to, give him a hug, and it's like, "Oh, Mom, what's your name? My little brother, whose name Bevan doesn't remember. Oh, I'm so glad you're
Kilius.
alive."
He's the
And the little
tall
brother's
one, right?
like, "Yeah." Little brother's like, "Yes, we're alive." And then the mom doesn't say anything because the worms are still literally eating at her brain.
They're
Awesome.
not
Ugh.
quite right yet, but we're going to fix that.
They're worm
I
fodder
will
for now.
try. Can a remove curse spell help them?
No, because it's not a
No.
curse.
Damn
It's a
it.
disease.
It is a
There's-
disease. Well, I can definitely remove the disease, but I just cannot fix their
There's
mind.
organs
Yeah, we
missing.
got that.
That's
We
the
need.
problem.
Step one is remove the disease.
I will do
Period.
that.
End of discussion. That is what has to happen now.
This is the spell that I'm gonna use.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
and
Yeah,
you can
I
do it
ca-
twice. Yeah.
After
let's do.
after I've rested, I can cast it 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to
rest.
rest. So we
Yeah.
need to set up camp.
Yeah.
Don't
So
worry.
we're-
All right.
I'm not gonna attack you while you guys cure these poor people.
The thing is, we are just watching them get eaten more in front of us.
I
Oh, let's get
know.
rid of that John Viva.
That is
That's so
pretty
disgusting.
disgusting.
So yeah, you cure them, and the 2 that were completely brain dead are still like they're a little glossy-eyed still, but they a little bit of life returns to their eyes. The boy, however, when you go to kill the brain worms, you do hear him. He kind of says a no, and then he becomes about as dumb and dull as they were.
Awesome.
Oh man.
It was
Awesome.
the worms that was
Control.
actually
They were
being his brain.
puppeteering him.
Oh
It's-
man,
It's the SpongeBob thing from earlier.
that makes this a lot harder. All right.
Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I think they're all pretty brain dead right now. And we can cure 2 of them now. The other one, it would just take a while. Like, we can find somebody else who can do a regeneration.
Which means the master builder is more important.
Wait a sec. Who sent us out to find these people, Bevan?
Some mystery because it was villagers who were just wondering.
Ah.
You know,
Just
Some
villagers.
mystery.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well, some villagers aren't going to have.
Damn
well,
it.
damn it. We are going to have to solve this problem.
I know,
Of
right?
course.
It sucks for us.
No, we don't have to solve this problem. We can solve 2/3 of this problem, and then call it a day.
I mean,
Look, they have 2 intelligence. They're about as smart as a dog.
Hey,
Yeah.
kid, did you
No.
ever want a dog in your brother's?
Oh man, oh man, having to rub his face in poop. No.
Who's a good boy?
You-
so
You've been a bad
Zeus's
master
vote.
builder. Oh.
Zeus's vote is to cure the mom and the kid, and help the master builder later, because
Ye-
it just seems cruel to cure the mom and not one of her children, or cure the
Yeah.
2 children and not the mother.
What
Or, you know,
about
kill-
the Master Builder's family?
We don't know if he has a family.
Exactly.
That's also true.
But like literally like curing one child, like curing the child and not the mother, and then the kid's like, well, there's my mom, she's doesn't know what's happening. Or, you know,
Jeez.
curing the mom and not the child, like when we could literally, it's right there. Like, I'm sure the master builder has a family, but
I mean, you're kind of right, but from experience speaking, the young are more valuable than the old. So we take the young one and the master builder. The mom can happen over time, but these kids won't die because their mom is not there.
They won't die because their mom's now a dog.
Yeah, see?
Their dad and their other sister got eaten.
haven't they gone through enough trauma?
Yeah.
Don't they deserve to have their family together again, even if it's just the 3 of them?
That's not gonna fix it.
I guess. I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know how to solve
a
this
master
problem.
builder can tell us what happened, what went wrong, and is most likely as
Well,
hard
remember,
as it
the
sounds,
mother
more
was
useful.
also like
She's a scientist, right?
yes,
Oh, yeah,
she
yeah,
is
yeah.
a
She's a
like
scientist.
Come on, Bevan.
All right, fine. Yeah, fine. I'm okay with that.
She,
I don't know. Let's
Ernie
just
or-
chuck this apple in the.
Ernie,
the voice of
Ernie is
reason.
a geomancer.
Please.
Ernie is
Yes.
a geomancer. So,
Solemn. Please.
Solemn is silent throughout all of this, just watching you. He's got his hands tucked into his robes as if ever the silent observer, you know, just like he's got, you know, his robes and everything. He looks like the very picture of death. And then he just turns away and walks into the distance. Bevan!
I'm reading it. However, a spiritual weapon pierces the master builder's chest while they argue.
Come again?
oh damn!
Come again?
They could have fixed him later.
Wait, what?
No, 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 no.
Solemn,
I have a
Solemn
medicine kit.
I'm
decided.
sorry. What am I missing here?
Solemn decided that he was better off dead than
Alive, it seems.
possibly fixed later, but definitely still brain dead.
Solemn.
Whew.
Where are you even typing
What
this
the
out? I'm just curious
It's-
how everyone's on the same
he
page.
whispered
with
it
me.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'm just taking from context clues that this is what Solemn
So-
decided.
How dead is this master builder?
We're just
yeah,
gonna
what
count
did-
this as a
what did you
coup de
just
grace. A coup de grace.
So
he didn't have much
that
for
all
HP.
happened. Blade went into Master Builder.
No.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solemn.
I'm standing in the distance, you know, like, sort of, I'm a little downcast, or at least my posture is a little bit downcast. But when you get closer to me, you can definitely hear that I'm praying to my God.
Well,
and I'm
what
telling
the
him-
Fuck.
Accept this soul, and bring it, usher it into its rightful realm. So that it
Well,
may live
I
forever
guess
with
that-
whatever God it worships.
I guess that
Oh, God,
answers that
passages.
quandary.
What the fuck? This is totally unacceptable. What the hell?
I mean, I kind of get it.
I mean, if you guys hadn't gotten that
Rage,
huge,
rant,
imagine
rave,
Yeah, right.
cry all you might. Death is inevitable.
Now
and it
imagine
comes
if you
for
guys
all.
didn't get that high of a medicine check and you only got the any magic that cures disease will kill the skull worms, and that's all you got too.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, sweet apple.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess I split the apple and give it to the 2 not murdered people.
Yeah. And they
So
eat them,
solemn.
and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like as they bite into it and like finish swallowing it, like they eat them because they're like little animals. So they're like, "Oh yeah, food." Like when you give your dog food and they're still gonna eat it, even though they're dumb. They're dogs, and you love them, just like these people apparently. And yeah, like their eyes immediately stop being like that white, glazed over, and just like King, what's his name in Lord of the Rings.
Um,
Theoden.
Theoden, yeah,
Theoden.
Theoden King. They suddenly look more human, and man, I didn't want to have to roleplay what happens. So yeah, the child and Ernie are like, "Oh my goodness, what happened? Where you saved us from the cave?" It was like all of the memories of what was happening, like pop in, like they remember everything. Oh, Solemn dispels the weapon. I was afraid I was gonna look back and it was gonna be like whisper
Yeah.
from Ibram Sage. I walk up behind Solemn and cut his ghostly throat.
I would like to look over to Solemn and ask him if he would like to raise the dead body. Because that's exactly how necromancers do it. Just kill the innocent and then raise them.
Delaney.
I look at him, I've got no expression on this masked face. And I go, Mazrek Blackwater, you are a son of death. You of all people should understand that living without a mind is not living at all.
But he could have been fixed
Eventually.
eventually.
I can tell you one thing, Solemn. The next time you go over our heads and just ignore the entire group, I will tear your armor apart. Are we clear on this?
Oh my
oh,
goodness.
damn.
He just made a decision
Seriously, you're
without
not
us.
helping this
Metric is not happy
situation.
about it. I'm very sorry.
Zeus is
He's
like
awful.
commentating from the stands.
I mean, I was now gonna have everything go a bit wibbly wobbly, and you guys wake up in an inn, and I need everybody to roll a wisdom check.
Come on, Bevan.
As long as arguments exist, there will
No.
always be people who make
Everything that just
decisions.
happened doesn't matter. Roll a wisdom check, Solemn. All of you. Not an
Oh, that was-
advantage.
That was not, I don't know why that was an advantage. Only the 3.
Oh, yes.
Wisdom check.
Okay, so ironically, the only one who actually does remember any of this is Solemn.
Oh,
The rest of you wake up from like a weird dream.
Awesome.
You're horrified and mad at Solemn for a moment, and you guys have that thing where you wake up and you're mad at your spouse because of something they did in their dream, but you don't remember the dream. You have that for Solemn.
But Zeus is not mad at
Damn
Solemn.
you, Ibram.
She gets it.
Well, yeah.
wait, what? What did I do?
I
But
don't know.
Masric, you are still incredibly hurt when you wake up. There's like blood in all of your sheets for all of you. And Solemn, in your bag next to you, and you can tell everybody it's there or not, is that apple.
Mm.
So all the gold you guys got. Here, let's see. How much does it say? Did you mark how much you looted, Adam?
We had 160
160.
split
Yep.
4 ways, so 40.
You actually, 169. That's close enough. So yeah, I was gonna say the amount of gold that actually shows up. But yeah, next to you, Ibram, is that bag of 169 gold, and you don't know why. You just know there's a bag of
69.
God,
169
now I don't
gold.
know if I'd go to everyone's room and be like, this bag of gold showed up in my pocket. Let's all share it. Actually, I'm not even great at counting and have a shit ton of gold, so I probably wouldn't even notice I have more.
Well, there you go. You can add that 169 to
Yeah.
your thing.
Sorry, guys. I
And
don't
then you all
want-
level up to
That's all right.
7.
But this is what makes sense.
So, Solemn, you have this apple, and you're like, oh shit, that thing we just did.
Yes.
Did we actually do that thing? But everybody else is like, good morning. Anybody else have weird dreams?
I threaten Solemn, and what
Oh.
happens is he remembers, but I don't.
Oh, and
Yeah, he's the only one who knows what happened.
I do
I
have
Okay,
to.
in that case-
have the unquenchable thirst for troll murder.
And-
Wait.
and- I mean, you threatened
Yeah,
me, and I'm like,
what
I
what
look
does
at you.
Keith roll? Oh
That's
man.
what I'm doing just now.
Yes!
Remember?
Keith also wakes up and is like, "Oh my god,
I whiffed my shots.
what the fuck happened?"
God, Keith doesn't even have context. He just
doesn't.
watched Solemn kill a guy.
He's like, "Y'all just went to that cave and what happened?" And oh man, I need a drink.
Susa gets him some wine.
Let me buy you some apple cider.
All right, Keith, I've been meaning to run something by you. I've been thinking about making some t-shirts.
Oh man.
All right, so this
Good morning, my
is
friends.
for Solemn. I'm just gonna give you the info again for that apple of replenishment, and whether or not you tell everybody you have it is up to you. Whether or not the players will actually forget you have it is up to you.
I think Susa just wakes up kind of sad.
But yeah, you guys are in like Fang's Fall again.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
She's just kind of sad.
I hurt all over.
Yeah.
Susa feels great.
Yeah, you wake up and you're
Yeah,
like,
same.
"Oh my god, I feel like I just got in a fight with Jesus."
Yeah, actually, thanks to the health point max boost that we had that whole time, I'm not
They
even
had
hurt.
10 HP extra.
I would like to go to Solemn and so he can help me just go back to full health.
Of course, I can help you with that. I want you now. While I'm patching him up, I'm telling him stuff about Nemorga and how he's the god of end and the ending of cycles, and I really want you to appreciate how a life cleric of a god of death is right now fixing you up.
All very interesting. Quite interesting.
You have no context at all.
But otherwise, that's the end. You guys can level up and become buffer. I'm trying to think if anybody gets really cool shit at level 7.
I mean, we get class, we get subclass stuff. So, you know.
Well, yeah, but
Oh yeah, Bevan, can you link me the Scarred Lands PDF so I can look up what the Unfailing get at level 7?
I think it's tagged. It's pinned, I think.
Is it?
I don't know. If not, I mean, you should have had it like a year ago.
Yeah, but
I think it is pinned, but I can get
It's
it. right-
not.
It's
We
not.
can send it to you in an email. Don't
Here,
you
I can
worry.
pin
an
it.
email?
An
What is this?
email? An
1990?
electronic mail? But yeah, everybody, thanks for joining us. Next week we'll have a
Hello.
new 5th player who will hopefully either add a few more heals or a bit more just
Oomph.
DPS, some oomph. Because Suida would have trivialized this. Any
And some
sorcerer,
fire
or,
spells.
yeah, exactly. But otherwise, we're just happy you all hung out. Oh, Adam, you get a new Ranger archetype feature. Look at you.
Yeah, dude.
That's about it.
I'm excited.
I'm like looking. I'm on D&D Beyond and seeing what does everybody get. What does a
Let me just-
fighter get at level 7?
I get 3 max hit points. Awesome.
And a martial archetype victor. Except for so far you've had 2 ability score improvements that everybody else hasn't had.
Still. I
There you
have
go. It's
51 HP.
the Scarred Lands doc is now pinned.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I think it also builds up dramatic tension, Vic, knowing that you did all
Yeah.
this crazy shit and nobody
I
else
know, right?
knows. Like,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we don't know that you're a
Also-
monster.
You guys have no idea what my alignment is. That's so
What is your
perfect.
alignment again?
Why should I tell you?
the only one, the only one who has to know what his alignment is me. So
And I mean, Susa was like, "Yeah, I get it. I get why you would do that. Yeah, it's sad, but I get it.
well, you don't, but
You
I don't, because she doesn't remember. But that's what she was like before she forgot everything.
Ooh, level
She
7
she
is
was
awesome.
into it before she forgot everything. I mean, not into it, but
you were
okay
like,
with it.
yes,
She was
kill
okay
them.
with it. Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? Separating a mother from her children, I just can't live with that.
Susa couldn't either. She was
Yeah.
not down with that.
We can't solve this problem now, so we might as well just permanently end his life.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it for this week's non-canon adventures in Gelspad. Next week we'll be back to canon adventures with cannons. No cannons, not yet. But it will be. This is a more you are not all bound to Fang's Fall this time, which will be fun. But yeah, it's an adventure for level 7 characters, and it ends at level 6 in the last one, so we needed to pump you guys up.
Pump you up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, the bosses for this next one are so cool. Sorry. You guys get to, like, travel all over the place, so it's going to be really cool. I'm excited.
The worm demonic dogs were pretty cool as well.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were creepy
That's
as
some-
fuck.
Yeah, that's some real White Wolf stuff there, man.
Yeah. And there were supposed to be
100%.
6 of them.
That would have been hardcore.
That would have
There
been...
wasn't enough room in the cave.
There wasn't. I'm sitting there, they're like, it's a large and then giant. And I'm like, there's no room for 6.
I mean, we could have
Maybe
slogged
they
through
just like keep coming out.
Yeah.
Of the pit.
Oh my god.
I imagine, like, I think it's probably not, they're all not out at the same time. I think it's like, oh, you kill one. Oh, look there, he's replaced by his friend, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I think it's just continuous.
But otherwise, we're gonna let you guys go, and
Let's see if we want to rate anybody.
oh yeah, that would be smart, huh? I did link that adventure again from Drive Through RPG, the good hosts, and this is part of a larger adventure that starts at this similar way as ours level wise, way on the other side of the continent. So it's a side quest for the Vengeance of the Shunned campaign, which goes from levels 1 to 15. So it's a much longer one. But I like the Artifacts of Spiragos too. But yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to raid on this new stupid thing. And Morab is still playing because we ended a lot earlier than normal. So
I'm actually checking to make sure he's actually still playing.
It looks like he still is.
But sometimes, okay, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna
He's
send you
actually
guys
quite,
on over there.
Quite
and
good at combat. When
you
he's
get to
not
hear
being
his
tricked.
kick-ass English accent. And we're gonna be raiding in 4, 3, 2.
Hashtag raid the roll.
Hashtag raid the wall. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.